So one of the questions I've been hearing people throw around that Harry's a predator. Is anybody alleging criminal behavior or something else?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Are there messages that show him refusing to take no for an answer or threatening consequences?
He has actually threatened to send them cease and desist.
Yeah.
Before or after the nudes were sent?
After.
This was after.
That it's like Death Noodles' name. Irrelevant.
Thanks, Nick.
Again, like when you have leftists who say, just believe all women except I don't know what a woman is and blah, blah, blah. It's just so insulting. Did they not know he was Harry Sisson? Like that guy, he's sitting down without question.
Well, I don't want to get into that right now. Like, I'm just going to say...
Okay, are you ready? Are you ready to feel violated all over your body? Harry came back and tweeted out and said, MAGA is mad I have game, and then deleted the tweet. But anyway, how do I boost this? I want to make this bigger. Okay, by the way, are you familiar? Who's a Medicare fan here? Does anybody know who the honey badgers are? Yeah, the honey badgers are in here. You know, like the honey badgers from like 5 years ago? They're in here. Alpha Fox is here. The older millennial, Unlimited L's, Chief Trumpster. Okay, so here's the best part, okay? Apparently Augie used to play like video games with this guy. Maybe I shouldn't have leaked that. I'm sorry, if you're listening, Augie, I just had a complete mind moment. My bad. I apologize for leaking that. But all these girls were in here, and they had no idea that Southern FFA family, Sarah Fields, older millennial, Unlimited L's, Cheap Trumpster, Mad Bull America, right? Like these girls had no idea that they were in a space of conservatives. They find out mid-call that the people that they're talking to are literally conservatives, and they freak out. It's so funny, dude.
Well, real quick before you go, there's a girl, her name's Rebecca. She said that y'all know her and she has a similar...
By the way, I don't think that Rebecca or somebody, I don't think anybody has covered this caller yet. We're going to bounce around on this. We're not going to listen to this for 3 hours. So by the way, the woman who's speaking right now is the Sarah Fields girl. Sarah Fields is talking. She's the one who made the thread. She's been the one who posted false allegations involved in this story. She's our main antagonist here, ironically enough. Let me see. Color correction, is that the one we need? Yeah, let's do opacity down. Boom. Close. Go.
If y'all know her, because she's saying that y'all know her.
Yeah, so Rebecca is someone's mom, and her...
Okay. Guys, something extremely funny is about to happen here. All right? So now, someone's mommy is going to call in to explain to the chat how her daughter was led on.
Her child, can't be on the internet, really, because of her school. So, I think you should let her... She has good insight. And this isn't someone's mom who's gonna start raging and
dude, mommy's calling in to tell everybody about big mean rapist Harry Scissors, dude.
Screaming
okay.
Yeah, you can respect her.
Okay, awesome. Okay, well, I've brought Rebecca up. I'd love for
if you guys watch this through another streamer, this is the person I reference when I eventually get to talk. And yes, I do get to talk in this. I had to go out and be somewhere at fucking 6 a.m. the next morning, and I was up at 3 a.m. talking in this space because it was so enthralling that I needed to be a part of it.
Leave it once because I want Rebecca to feel
Wait, can
supported.
we just... I really want to address what Hannah said. If any of you have made any of those comments about Hannah, you need to go delete them now.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I will...
Guys, if you talk about Hannah Animal negatively, I will block every single one of you from my chat. Do not talk about Hannah Animal like that.
Be blocking you later tonight. There's 453 comments. I can't go through all of them while I'm hosting. However, if any of you have made those comments, you need to go delete them immediately. I don't care what's in her background. I don't care
This is literally tipster mid-drama. If any of you have something bad to say about Hannah Animal, who is my friend, by the way, someone that I've been close to for a really long time, someone who knows that I am not weird at all whatsoever, someone who does not need to defend me for my crimes, you should delete those tweets now! And Hannah Animal's like, please, Tipster, please just stop talking. Tipster, please stop talking, Tipster.
What she believes right now. All I care about is the fact that she was hurt, she was used, and this has to stop. This is going on both sides. This isn't just a left issue. This isn't just a right issue. This is happening for men on both sides. So yeah, if you've done it, go delete them now, or you're going to be blocked by several big accounts.
Guys, several big accounts are going to block you. You will not be able to read Chief Trumpster's tweets if you insult these women anymore.
Later on today.
I appreciate that.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Rebecca, hi.
Hey,
Hi.
Rebecca.
How are you? I'm just here mostly to support Reese and Diana and Hannah to show solidarity because my daughter can't really come forward. And so I don't really need to get in all the details that happened with us, but I just want to corroborate what they said because her story is very similar. And
This is like fucking crazy. Also, I lowered the volume a little bit. Tell me if the audio levels are like okay.
Used to go on panels with Harry back in like 2022, like Diana did. So,
Dude, this Harry was on panels and he was sexting this girl's daughter.
at the time, my daughter was in high school, and I
Dude, imagine losing a debate so your daughter starts fucking the guy who beat you.
was very interested in Gen Z's point of view as I have two young adult children who are in that generation, and I'm very interested in that. So I don't really need to add any details, but especially after hearing an F slur in here and then hearing Diana
Oh
be upset, I'd rather
no!
just-
Holy shit, chat. There was an F slur said in the call. Wow.
I just want to tell you guys that this also happened to us, and we also have receipts.
This happened to us. Dude, this guy had a mother-daughter combo meal.
Dan, I hope you know that
Yeah.
we are not responsible for another person's actions, and that person has been asked to not repeat such word again.
Not even kicked off the panel.
And I'm so sorry that did happen. But yeah,
I'm just
stand
letting
with
you guys know that this, like the people who think it hasn't happened, there's just today they got another person that came forward. I mean, we're now up to like 12 or more at this
We have 12 survivors of Harry Scissors, dude.
point. Yeah.
Harry had a mother-daughter meal. Don't quote me on that.
So I don't think I need to get into the details of how it all went down. I just really want to say that he is very different in the last year than he used to be. And I think the biggest thing is that the fame of being, I guess, TikTok famous, maybe, I don't know, maybe it got to him because
Dude, could you imagine the horror of finding out your mother called into a Twitter space at 3:00 in the morning to say that like you're like that you yourself got your Fall for It Again award? I would literally jump, dude. Could you imagine your mother calls in to collect your Fell for It Again award, dude, in the middle of the night? Guys, my daughter couldn't be here. I just have to collect her Fell for It Again award.
this is not the Harry that I knew 3 years ago at all. And so I kind of suggested that once they were talking for like 3 months only on Snapchat, I just said, hey, if he's not willing to like give you his phone number, then I think maybe we should just kind of back off. You should back.
That's where my brain exploded. That was where I was like, I cannot be a bystander to this interaction anymore. I need to be a participant. What do you mean they talked for 3 months and she was led on when he didn't give her fucking phone number? They didn't exchange fucking phone numbers and she thought they were dating. She didn't realize that this might not be an exclusive fucking thing when Harry didn't give the fucking girl his phone number? Are you serious? Are you out of your fucking mind? That's where I was like, this is too much for me. This is way
back
too
off, and but I felt really responsible because I obviously am the one that introduced them.
Dude, this woman is like the Ghislaine Maxwell of adult consensual marriages for her daughter. And then like the daughter got her Fell for It Again award because she sexted this guy for fucking 3 consecutive months without like, oh, maybe I can get your cell phone soon. Nah, honey, when we date, then I'll send you my digits.
So because I thought he was a good guy. I mean, these are all the things. My daughter's in a very
Why is her adult mother speaking for her? Because this woman clearly goes to like Yale or something. Or the woman said she didn't want to speak out. And the mother's like, no, honey, you have to collect your Fell for It Again award.
sought after engineering school And
Guys, I can't talk about my daughter who goes to a very special school for engineers, and I cannot provide you any information about her other than the fact that I've been on panels with Harry in the past, and we might have crossed, like, we've known him for years.
got into all the top ones, and all we want for her as parents,
All the top engineering schools. I'm not going to tell you which one, because that would be putting her in danger, but she's in one of the top engineering schools.
is to, like, you know, find other people that are similar interests to her. Like, she's really liberal and really interested.
By the way, if you're thinking about the girls that were on the panels, my daughter specifically, very liberal, in case you're wondering.
It has some interest in politics, and so I just connected them as friends in the beginning. I used to kind of joke around, maybe you'll marry my daughter someday. You know, I mean,
Oh no, dude. Oh, hey, Harry, you're a good guy. You've got a good paying job. You're very wealthy. Maybe you could, I don't know, impregnate my daughter. Have a family with her. Put a little seed in her belly, and then we could all be a happy family. That would be great. Would it be? You're a very successful man, Harry. Why don't you impregnate my daughter?
and I always told
My special little girl.
assured him that it was like a joke, but once he did start to kind of
Yeah, the mother got a Fell for It Again award. Yeah,
to
literally.
her on
Dude, the conservative arranged marriage. Many such cases.
Snapchat a little more.
Sounds like the mom wanted Harry. Yeah, the Harry wasn't into MILFs. All right, he likes his petite white women. Okay, we are not moving in any other directions.
Suggestively, I guess you could say. You know, I was happy for her. She really liked him. She was excited. It was nice. This has all been very disappointing, and now
This is like, you ever see like the hockey dad who lives through his kid, or like the guy, oh, I could have gone pro, but I hurt my knee, so now my kid is forced to play Division I football, or he literally is disowned from my family. Well, this woman wanted to be a gold digger and fuck her way to a really lavish lifestyle. So she's vicariously living through her daughter right now.
you know, even just the videos alone that he put out there are enough for me to say, I don't want you to date this guy. Like, that's my advice, because of the videos alone, to me, are trashy enough. And
I don't want to date. You shouldn't date this guy because he's clearly got a girlfriend, and that's extremely trashy. You shouldn't date guys who pimp their girls out like this and then cheat on you for 6 months.
that's really
Yeah, it's the videos problem, not the fact that like that your daughter got led on and was too. So she's going to an engineering school, dude. You know what this is? This is, oh my god, this is the scene from Breaking Bad. Walter, you're the smartest guy I ever met, but you're too stupid to realize that Harry Sisson was dating this girl 3 months ago. That's literally what happened. Like, hey, your daughter might be in like the top engineering school in the country, but she didn't realize that sexting somebody on Snapchat without getting their phone number for 3 fucking months isn't a committed relationship.
about it.
Thank you. You sound like a good mom. I'm glad you came up here and said what you did.
Yeah, it's important to me because these girls are being so brave, especially coming into this space. I just, as the mom, like, that's how I always represented myself when I would go in Harry's lives. I would always just go in as the mom, because I would tell people who would debate with him, and it was much different back then. Like, he did not like belittle people or put people down. He had other conservatives on the panel like that he was friends with.
Mama Bear loves
so
Matt.
that's why I liked it.
Dude, Mama Bear just disappeared after that. We never heard from her again.
I am very interested in keeping all generations active in politics, and so yeah, this is just really disappointing. And my biggest thing here, because it wasn't quite as intense of a online relationship as the other women. It's just be the mom in the background saying, I'm supporting you. I've seen the screenshots. I know that you all are telling the truth. I would believe you anyway, because there's a pattern of behavior, right? Like, the things that he said to the other women, he also said to my daughter.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares about you and your fucking daughter? Who cares?
I think that's it.
I just want to say, Rebecca, this wasn't like a space to get at Harry, to make gotcha moments or anything else. This was just a space for the girls
We have to raise awareness of the non-sexual predator that we're fucking screaming about.
to tell their stories. There were
I know,
some
sometimes
questions that were probably on a line that probably shouldn't have been asked tonight. Unfortunately.
And by the way, this woman is ticked off, right? Like, she got new information from a new potential victim, right? And then the only thing that Sarah can fucking say, or or Southern FFA family rather, can say is like, you made a comment about how we had someone on here who said the F slur, and we're in a call right now, a chief Trumpster, and you think there's a problem with that? We've done a great job moderating this. In fact, the best job. In fact, this is a huge job. Nobody can moderate the way we moderate. We have a tight-knit community here. And we don't take no problems from no bitches.
Fortunately, I can't control every question that's going to come up.
Yeah, I understand, but I can see also, like, they've been under a lot of pressure over the last few days, and it's gained a lot of traction, which is good because he needs to be held accountable. But a lot of
held accountable for what, dude? He was a bad boyfriend. Not even. You weren't even dating him. You had a bad experience with a guy. Okay, everyone does. Literally, everyone has a bad experience with partners early in their life.
People have ulterior motives, as you know.
Right.
What is the ulterior motive? Hey, I want to see you naked. Okay, I will send you my naked body. It seems like it was straight down the middle.
On both sides.
Yeah, and this was not an ulterior motive on my part at all. I'm the one that reached out to most of the girls on TikTok and asked them if they wanted to join tonight. We were going to do this space with or without them. But then it turned into, okay,
how come none of these people were like, hey, Harry, would you like to go on like a formal date? Hey, Harry, would you like to become exclusive? Because the answer would have been no. They didn't want to hear the answer. They didn't want to clarify what they actually were. They expected Harry to just fucking, like, forever or whatever, sex them for 3 consecutive months without sharing a phone number. If you turn around and you ask, hey, what are we? Are we dating or are we not dating? You're going to get an answer. It's either going to end or you're going to date him. Why not just pursue that instead of just playing the are we, aren't we game?
We're going to give them the opportunity to tell their stories, and that's it. And that's all I wanted. There were some questions asked that were on a line that...
It's just a bunch of disgruntled girls who found out they weren't the one dating Harry fucking Sissons, dude. They literally all found out at once, they all got fucking mad, and they all made fucking TikToks about it, trying to cancel the guy. It's so transparent what happened.
We're taken wrong, which is fine.
Yeah, they needed to secure their fucking bid for the Fell For It Again award.
But to say, like, I'm here making money tonight, I'm not making anything. I mean, if anybody sent me money, like, please don't.
Yeah. I don't care about the money making. It's just that,
you can send me money if you don't want to send her money.
Who the fuck was that?
I just don't appreciate any money.
It's just very offensive to hear F slurs and ass.
What? Bowblax just tweeted out his medical info on Maine and got a cute... What? Bowblax has a lot of problems that you guys don't even know about, and I'm not going to be the one to tell you.
Mr. Oreo.
What? Bowblax just tweeted out, since I'm being accused of lying about my mental health, here's the episode from last summer, an internet anarchist new video. Here's the proof. Almost everything I talked about in the video is from 5 years ago. My over-emotional moments from those... Oh my god, dude. Holy shit. Internet anarchist got a W today. Almost everything else talked about in that video from 5 years ago. My over-emotional moments from the past streams is why I thought I had BPD. Yes, I have shitty tendencies, but I think that the last 4 years... prior to last summer proved that I'm not someone who rages like a child when I feel misunderstood anymore. No, you absolutely are. What are you talking about? Bowblax was constant. Dude, nobody wanted to debate Bowblax because he always raged like a child. Like, he was literally just like, I'd rather not have this conversation than talk to him because he'll literally just fucking, like, child scream at you. Not scream at you, but like, he would always try to like force and agree to disagree, and it wasn't even fun to talk to him. I have shitty tendencies, but I think the last 4 years prior to last summer proved that I'm not someone who screams and rages like a child when I feel misunderstood anymore. I think a lot of what's shown in the video was misinterpretation. I wish Internet Anarchist reached out to me from my side of those situations like he did with me when he was making his video on Pokemon, but obviously he has no obligation to do that. If you think that the video would be helpful, I can make a response video, but as said in Internet Anarchist video, this will probably be seen as deflecting or disingenuous to save my channel, so I don't know if it's worth making a response beyond this tweet. I've apologized for my wrongdoings multiple times now. I don't know what else I can do to make this right at this point. Whoa. Holy shit, dude. This is all of Bowblax's medical records. Why is this on my fucking... I feel like this is one of those moments where I'm looking at something that I shouldn't have access to, and I feel like I've done something dirty, but all I've done was navigate to his Twitter timeline. Dude, he needed to catch another Fell for It Again award. This is actually insane. This is like, what the fuck, dude? I feel like I'm invading somebody's personal privacy. But I don't know how I would do that for somebody. Never mind. Never mind. Abbotsford Regional Hospital, hospital visit, health visit, hospital visit, health visit, health visit. Okay. Wait, when were all these? This is August. So aren't these the visits that he was talking about in the messages, or are they even before? What is oh God, no. Oh my God, he's posting dictionary definitions like of what things are. What is quintetapamine? It is used to treat schizophrenia in adults and children who are at least 13 years old. It can also be used with divalprofen or lithium to treat episodes of mania, frenzied or abnormal, excited or irritated mood or depression in patients with bipolar personality disorder. In addition, it is used with other medications to prevent episodes of depression in patients with bipolar disorder. Okay, but this is just like the definition of what it is. Is there more to this? Chocolate or vanilla? Just get off the internet, man. What's happening right now? This is the only tweet. Why is he doing this? Also, what the fuck is this? I don't even think he's sponsored by Meta anymore. I thought Meta dropped him. Okay, whatever. Back to what we were doing.
And ask the girls, what have you learned from this? I would never say that to my daughter. I would tell her though, however, like she, don't be sending obviously photos unless you know you can trust them. But the thing is, like, I really trusted him.
Bro, Meta PCs is everywhere. All of the worst creators are sponsored by Meta PCs. That's so funny. It's like they definitely have a type.
The point that was trying to be made was,
dude, how many times did Meta show up tonight?
or like, maybe you should be in a committed relationship with somebody and not in a casual relationship.
But that's just, here's the thing, that's just their opinion,
right.
And that's not,
but
I don't want to really talk about Bowblax anymore. I just think that this guy is like deranged and psychotic. I don't really, I find it funny. I'm not going to tell you I don't, but like, I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Being asked their opinion. That's all it was.
But it makes them feel ashamed of what they did. And
he's completely lost it. Yeah, like it's not even fun to shit on him anymore. Everything he does is hilarious, but like eventually it starts to all kind of meld together like a rerun.
And I am not opposed to people when they like somebody or they're pursuing somebody or whatever. I'm not opposed to that, and I don't understand why it's anybody's business.
Unfortunately, you have to call them out. Nobody called them out. It was a question asked. They did not have to answer it. And on top of it, unfortunately, the internet is very real. Those pictures stay alive forever once they hit.
Dude, and now like the fucking crazy conservative woman who's here is like fucking like lecturing this woman on her daughter sending nudes. Like, holy shit, this is not the place to have this discourse. Oh, like it's actually so fucking funny.
The internet, you can scrub them all you want. It doesn't make them go away. And so maybe that's a conversation that...
Dude, and this is a crazy thing to say about nudes that nobody has access to, like in a leak. That you could scrub them all you want. They'll never get away. It's like, they're not out now. Nobody has these. Harry hasn't distributed them. Who cares? Yeah, I guess they could, but that would be on Harry. That wouldn't be on the girls for sending the nudes. You're fucking psychotic.
Needs to be had on both parts is that either side, the male or the female sending them, those pictures stay with you forever.
I understand that, but you understand how it sounds condescending in a way, right?
And that's been addressed with that person.
Like, they have no criticisms for any of these girls other than like, whore, you shouldn't have sent titty.
In DMs, like she's not even here anymore.
To say
something. It just sounds like a mom, and it's
she actually was a mom. She's actually a mom and a grandmother.
So am I. My daughter was, affected by this, and that's the reason why I'm making sure that I say, yes, this all did happen, and we have this.
These are going to be on the internet forever. Really? Well, are you going to publish them? Because as far as I'm aware, they're not even on the internet now.
Same story.
Right. None of us are saying that it didn't happen.
I think both of you are correct in different ways, and the question was just taken not the best way. But like me personally, I didn't have a problem with asking like what I've learned from this. That doesn't necessarily mean like I did things wrong. You don't have to do anything wrong to learn from a situation.
Like, we're 2 seconds away from hearing about how this whole thing is an issue with hookup culture.
True.
And so I get why both of those girls are my friends.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me to like disagree
You did some trauma bonding, eh?
with them because I don't want them to be like taken the wrong way, because they have valid points and they had a right to be like upset. But everyone in reality is just really
Our Twitter space is universally this bad. Now let's zoom it up a little bit. Now let's take a little jump. I want to hear some good stuff.
than what happened with some guy on the internet.
Some ordinary gamers. Boom, boom, boom. It's not enough.
But thank you again for your perspective.
And that's a great
You're
outlet,
awesome,
Reese.
Thank you for that, Reese.
Thank you, Reese
respect it a lot.
Witherspoon.
Just letting you know.
Thank you.
Bad Bull.
Yeah, so
I don't know how to raise my hand. I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay. So you see the little heart down there, Rebecca?
Little part with
At the very
plus
bottom of the
sign.
Oh,
screen?
yeah.
like systematic problem of guys kind of not taking accountability for the things that they say that they do, and having certain views, Republican, or right.
Somebody just said there's a hug box. Don't worry. Me, Def Noodles, and Aiden come in to just ruin the conversation before it ends.
Young men in my spaces over very similar thoughts and action situations. That my encouragement to young men is to kind of really not only consider yourself,
Yeah, me and Def Noodles alley-ooped it. It was great, dude. With no regard for human life.
but consider what the other person might be going through and what you're doing to them, particularly if you're online and you're talking and stuff gets exposed, because yeah, it's going to hurt you, but it's going to hurt them as well.
I really can't make anybody not post something. Now, if
Of
it's
course, I'm
posted
more concerned about.
wrongly,
I'm more concerned about the Newsmax story.
So I would recommend that you DM Sarah about that. Sarah was the one contacted by Newsmax.
Oh, now they're doing a fucking article on them, and I don't think all the women were even like knowledgeable this was happening.
She already said that she will be contacting everybody that had to do with the story.
Like, the story got set up off of Sarah's tweets, and the girls were like, wait, what? There's an article coming out about this? Is virtual pinball any good? Yeah, dude, I use Pinball FX. You can get some of the old Williams tables or some custom ones. They're pretty fun.
And what information they want shared and what information they don't want shared.
Yeah, if any. If you don't want to be mentioned at all, then you won't be mentioned.
Yeah, definitely not for me.
Yeah,
So
and that's not a problem.
that's all
at
I want to say.
Wait, excuse me?
Thank you, Sarah.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I don't know if
Oh, wait, I think this is my favorite part of the whole space.
Old Millennial is still on here.
He's
Oh,
not
no,
still
it's
on
not.
here.
It's not.
Okay, well, are any of you in contact with him?
Yes. What do you need?
So,
Wait,
he's
what?
been, like, clipped.
Did I just shoot a rift at somebody? Where did that guy go? Holy shit, that's insane.
Farming and, like, making false accusations about, like, Harry being involved with minors, which is just not true.
We'll clarify that with him later on. I don't think when Hannah's story first came out that it was very clear that it wasn't Harry, that it only had to do with the other guy.
Yeah, it's not clear because Sarah published it wrong.
Miss Rebecca?
Yeah, bye.
I offer a perspective on it. And so Sarah, is this, so I just want to get this right. He was talking to, like a dozen different
Another drunk old man has entered the stream.
girls and getting them to
This is not slowed down. This guy is literally slurring.
basically sext him or send him nudes, all like around the same time. Is that what the premise of the thread?
Hey, I just wanted to call in and say, like, is this like a Harry guy just like get these fucking women to like take out their tits and like snap them, dude?
That is.
Progressively, 11 different women. Actually, apparently there's more now. But when I put this out, there were a count of 11 different women that he had been speaking, meaning that
You having sex with them?
I don't know.
You're having sex? I'm fucking violently masturbating down here. Is he fucking them
He
too?
knew that she was the only one, so on and so forth. So he lied, he manipulated, he cheated on a dozen different women. One of them he actually manipulated and told her that
Was he having sex with them?
Are they having
I don't
sex?
know. I'm not going to speculate on that. I don't know.
think so.
And we're not going to ask that question either.
Mm-mm. Nope.
I think
Well,
it was
I'm asking Sarah because she wrote the thread. I'm not asking.
Cheated on. Yeah, they
Okay.
were cheated on and they're not in a relationship. When is the other guy gonna call in, dude? There's a guy with a great voice.
Sarah.
He called Donald Trump a fucking pedophile. Where's that guy?
Reese, I
know what you guys are saying. It's
with, but like the characterization as if it's
Oh,
some
hey, guys,
didn't
it's
like the
another
results
drunk
of what
old
was
man.
happening. Because I feel like that's what's happened. Each one of them was consensual, and
Thoughts are with the victims at this point.
Yes, this guy's great too. Thank you for the dono.
Appreciated the shout out. Women 100% know what it means when a guy doesn't make it official or public.
Yeah,
This is people who are mad they didn't get picked.
100%. Smaggle, not Smaggle Daggle, is about to call in.
Hi, Matthew. What's up?
Hello.
Smaggle.
First off, my thoughts are with the victims at this point because after everything I've heard, this is sickening that a fellow Democrat. I'm a liberal Democrat, rep center. I'm probably in a room full of maggots right about now. But to me, this is disturbing.
yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Reese, I'm very sorry. I hear that story. I read this from Sarah. Got this from Sarah Fields, and man, Sarah, she's really on top of things. I mean, to me, she was very influential for me to cover the Brian Shapiro bit, and I know Brian Shapiro was a very scummy guy. I would have to thank Sarah for the material for exposing the guy and letting me use, and I'm letting me use the material. And I don't
Literally Reddit moderator, yeah.
The material because but Harry Sisson, man, the kid is scum. The kid, I mean, this is scummier than scum. I feel very bad for the victims.
Dude, I love it. Dude, people are telling me like, oh no, Nick, this loops around too much. You gotta just keep poking, just keep going in a couple different areas. There are a lot of funny characters who call in. I loved watching this live. I hope you guys who haven't seen these parts enjoy it as much as I did.
I'm not gonna say anything derogatory about the victims, but this is the lowest of the low for Harry. I am very sad. I'm just that sad. I'm just disappointed.
Thanks, Matthew.
Yeah.
Professor.
Oh, I just wanted to sit there and say, regardless of any political stuff or whatever, I intentionally stayed on this thing because I am a father of 4 daughters. And
oh, this is the beginning of this trend. Okay, so now for the rest of the night, okay, every single person calls in and announces to the chat how many children they have. I'm not kidding you. We get like father of 4, mother of 3, fucking... For the rest of the night, everyone comes on and tells everybody how many kids they have. It's amazing.
I wanted to, humanize, people and understand them. And I just want to sit there and say that my heart is out to the people that have been affected by other people's choices. And I just want to sit there and say I'll be praying for y'all. But y'all have a great night. I just got all my daughters and kids to bed, so I'm going to bed.
Thanks.
Hey guys, I have 4 daughters. Did I mention I have 4 daughters? I feel really bad about this. I'm gonna go put my 4 daughters to bed. Goodbye.
Professor, have a great night. AOB.
Thank you again for letting me speak. Professor, you're awesome, by the way. 4 daughters.
Ooh.
Whew, that's a lot.
Yeah, we both went whoo at the same time.
We did.
I only got 1, and I'm like, you know what? I praise Jesus that I'm having another boy.
Oh, praise Jesus! Mudahar here. I don't know why I went into Mudahar for that, but I felt like it was like a similar tone. Jesus Christ! Oh no, no new message. What the fuck? What the? No! Go back.
So.
Yeah, well, we have an older son and a younger daughter. They're 15 months.
Oh, okay. This guy's got a son and a daughter. Yay!
So when we had that set up, I'm like, I'm done. I think it's the ideal setup for a lot of people. But
the ideal setup. If you, dude, This guy just referred to his children like a gaming computer. I think this is the ideal setup for a lot of people. That is like insane. Yeah, dude, I have the ideal.
My daughter, she's still extremely mature, and my kids are homeschooled, and that's completely besides the point. Irrelevant to this whole thing. But yeah, 4 daughters. Wow. So and just so you know, Reese, Diligent
She
is
left.
a citizen. She's listening right now.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so Diligent, he is a citizen journalist who just tries everything he can to get accurate stories, and he's extremely good at what he does. And so him asking questions is just him trying to make sense of everything. But Diligent, just so you know, that
you're kind of, this is true, but fundamentally, I disagree with the premise of calling them victims, because I still haven't heard what they're a victim of yet.
So this Diligent guy comes in and mollywops them in a couple of minutes. But yeah, I don't know why are they survivors? Why are they victims? What did they survive? Harry's gigantic mandingo penis? Are they survivors of Harry's dick? Like, what exactly did they survive here? What was the threat to their lives?
That's the problem, because I feel like it's an embellishment of a story to make it seem worse than what it is because of who it is. And even though, like, I don't agree with Harry Sisson politically whatsoever, I find him to be very low T and kind of repulsive as a man. On the same note, treating him womanizing, because that's really what he's doing. He's womanizing. Let's call it what it is. Treating his womanizing as if it's something more, right, is wrong. And that's why I'm up here saying that. And that's why I asked if there was more. Is there more evidence? Is he guilty of something more? What is he guilty of? Because lying and cheating and just being a dirtbag, while there's shitty things,
like, this is literally just all true. This is all literal truth.
Not actually crimes. They're not actually.
When did anybody say he's committing a crime, Diligent?
We didn't say that.
And this like snobby, stupid bitch in the call literally put out a thing accusing him of being a fucking groomer by posting that other girl's story, right? Like posting grooming allegations. They're using the word victim. That implies a crime occurred. They're using fucking like in this thing, they actually did call him a groomer. Somebody, not them, somebody in here called him a groomer. She'll call him a predator throughout this thing. And then she's like, where are people saying that he did crimes?
Seems like, well, again, right? Well, then we're talking about victimhood.
No, it's
Like,
not
this is,
victimhood.
again, like-
Giving a woman an opportunity to tell her story, or a man the opportunity to tell a story, is never victimhood. It's giving them the opportunity to get their story out so other people know what's going on. Apparently, these girls. Apparently you weren't here for this. Apparently, these girls came out over a year ago on TikTok and got no traction on the story. This has been going on for way too long. Any man or woman that is manipulating another person to get what they want out of them is absolutely disgusting and wrong.
And they had no incentive to engage with him whatsoever.
That's like not a scalable thing.
Totally, completely.
That's not even like a scalable thing. Anyone who's manipulated ever is bad, and no matter what, and there's no other context provided.
All 4 of them all said that they did not.
No responsibility.
All 4 of them said they did not.
Now it's all 4, not all 11, by the way.
Not benefit from their relationships with him
They willingly engaged with him, though, right? They
Sending
willingly
somebody a
talked to
text
him.
message and saying hi is not a reason for a man.
I thought they.
Dude, it's like now. Wait, this is even better. So if they send a message hi, and Harry's like, "Give me your fucking titties, give me your tits and vag, send," like that's not the nature of this either.
Thought he was collecting their nudes, right?
Let me finish.
That's what the article.
Let me finish.
That's what the post says.
At no point in time can anybody just send an innocent message to another person and the other person automatically turn it into a sexual thing, start collecting nudes on them and being like, oh, I didn't do anything wrong. They're all in.
Bro, how do you think people fucking flirt online? They throw a feeler out. It's not fucking rape if the person acknowledges the feeler and then engages in sexual conversations. How the fuck do you think this even happens? Oh, just sending hi is not an excuse to start. It's fucking flirting. That's what happens. You just say you're not into it, or you stop talking to them. You don't get to write a twit longer after because you're disgruntled about how it went down. Then I didn't do anything. Like, The guy did nothing to deserve the level of scrutiny that he's getting here.
Insane. They're all lunatics.
So he's bad for sending. He's bad for making it sexual, but she's completely innocent.
Where did
for
I
sending
say
the
anybody
nudes.
was innocent?
And when they say that, oh, she's not completely innocent, they mean that she shouldn't have sent nudes before marriage. Not that, like, hey, maybe if you're dating somebody for 3 months on Snapchat, you should probably ask for their fucking phone number, you stupid idiot.
Yeah.
And yes, I am victim blaming, because they're not fucking victims of anything.
Where did I say that?
If she's not innocent, then why were
I'm survivor blaming.
Where did I say
This
they're
is my
victims? You're
point.
the one that said they're victims. She even said that
I didn't
she's
say
not
they
a
were
victim.
You're the one who said they're victims, bitch. It's a victim in the tweet. We read the tweet. I showed you the tweet. It said victims from your mouth. Why is she lying right now?
You said there's more victims out there. It's literally in the post that we're discussing right now.
Hey guys,
and so and it was referenced numerous times during this conversation. I realize what I say isn't popular, particularly in this space at this moment, but facts are facts.
Facts
there
are
are
facts.
no victims.
He's an absolute scumbag who manipulated
Yes, he's a
young
scumbag.
girls.
That's true.
Young girls.
I'm not just-
Okay,
listen,
so if you
I'm not-
hold
I'm
on,
not-
He's 23. They're also within the ages of 18 to 23. They're all young people. Why is their young status relevant when this guy is 23 years old? Like, this is fucking deranged, dude. This woman, I honestly, I really wish generational debt on her. I really hope they find something that they can maul this woman with that'll literally put her fucking entire bloodline in an absurd amount of debt that she can't claw her way out of. Literally. Legally put her in a box. Like, holy fuck, dude.
Not defending his
Let me jump in. You asked a question, so I'm going to try and answer it. So at the point where this is all starting to come out, and now he's like, and we agree. You can stick your thumb up that Harry's a scumbag for doing this. Like, there's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. Okay.
100%.
When did they bring up a power imbalance? Oh, sweet summer child.
The guy, Keemstar Orbiter, Nick Oreo, Mr. Oreo.
When I say we hit every trope, we
She
do.
was a 20-year-old minor. He's obviously a predator.
literally, dude.
On Nicholas DeOrio.
So
100%. I'm not defending his actions.
If these girls come out, and that's all they say hey, look, this guy is a prick. This is what he did. He let us on. He told us we were the one, and all of this other stuff.
But you're giving,
but no, wait,
you're
I'm not
creating an
finished.
incentive for it to happen
I'm
now.
not finished. And then then the threats start to come with like legal action, or there will be consequences to you speaking out. Would you then say, would you then classify that as something just a little bit more than him being a scumbag? Like, because that's kind of what we're dealing with. It's yes, he did this, and we,
I mean, are they defaming him? He's a public figure.
Exactly. But the point being is when this stuff, when threats are starting to be made of legal action or personal action or threats of doxing or these other things. At what point?
Yeah, he like sexually assaulted them through the phone. That's what I'm getting. Like that's the only way that this would be like a justified level of response.
At what point does that cross the line between?
Don't even say freshly 18. You'll will it into existence.
Between him being a scumbag to him being somebody who, is potentially.
He makes his living, but we're public. He's a public figure. So if there's a girl coming out that willingly exchanged photos with him, sent him photos, and then is running around claiming to be a victim of something,
Which one of them claimed to be a victim?
Which is, if I can just.
And this is so telling because if none of them ever claimed to be a victim, and that's just the terminology Sarah used, then she should be sued.
Recorded space. I literally heard victim brought up maybe even a dozen times before I decided to even raise my hand. That's just blatantly
Hi, how's
false.
it going? If I may speak for a second.
Oh God, this guy's in this early? Oh my God, this is the fucking nice guy, isn't it? Holy shit, this guy sucks, dude.
Look, you want to know what they're victims of? They're victims of lies and manipulation.
Oh my God, I didn't realize this guy was in the stream for 2 hours. Do you guys know this guy? Do you guys know this voice?
Yeah, that's
Nice guy
although
persona,
it's morally
created a whole
reprehensible.
persona.
It's not exactly.
You wanted to know
every
what
time
they
I
were
lied
victims
to,
of.
I'm a
That's what she
victim
said. You were
now.
like,
So
what
I'm
are
gonna
they
go.
victims of?
Every time someone lies to me, I can just tout my victimhood because I've been lied
Yes,
to. That's
please
BS.
go do that.
That's true.
And nobody's being accused of a
You are a
crime.
victim
Nobody's
of
being accused
lies
of
and
doing something
manipulation.
illegal. You know, he's being accused of.
Who is this guy? One time he went to a grocery store and hit on a girl, and then she said she had a boyfriend, and then she thanked him for not pursuing it further. That's this guy's legacy.
Being a
I'm
shithead.
just saying, bro. Like, you're telling me, like, objectively, that this story isn't being embellished by creating a dozen victims of Harry
Who's
Sisson
embellishing?
right now?
Where's
So
the
you're gonna
embellishment? Can you tell me where the
straight
embellishment
face to
is?
tell me that's not what's happening.
Where's the embellishment?
Yeah, I
What
don't know
embellishment?
where the embellishment is.
Are people saying he
I
murdered them
just
now?
told you. He's guilty. I said, what is he guilty of?
Lying and manipulating
What are they
people, that's
victims
what he's
of?
guilty of.
There. So I just. So in the post or during the space when you've had all of this discussion, you clearly stated that he's guilty of lying and being manipulative.
And he is.
Right?
Correct.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
Right. Okay. So because I don't see that in the title, I don't see that in the thread, and I haven't heard it since I've been listening for about the last
Is
hour.
that a joke? The
Right?
entire the whole post above literally speaks of a man who lied and manipulated 11 different women. How do you not see that? I don't understand.
Persuading them to send photos of themselves. One, a domestic abuse survivor, and you literally just called them all survivors just a minute ago. You said there's
Oh, I was on mute. Literally, the domestic violence stuff was like so fucking crazy that was even included.
survivors that haven't even come out yet. Survivors of Harry Sisson. If they're survivors, what are they survivors of?
So
Him being lying and manipulative.
hold on.
This is what I'm talking about. The embellishment
Lying
part.
and manipulating a woman is morally wrong. Why is it
Yes.
wrong?
How is that surviving? Like, what are you surviving being lied
If
to?
I may chime in,
This is what I'm talking about.
You're surviving.
Imagine.
Okay,
Hold on. Because you're muddying the line between something that is morally reprehensible and something that is actually harmful.
It actually is harmful.
It's like so therapeutic to hear like one person get on. Hey, Chud Logic's here. Who's he in a party with right now? Yeah, I'll compete with integrity. Chud, put us in a game, bro. Put us in a game. Chud, what are you doing? Play.
It's actually harmful to groom
There's gonna
somebody.
be listen.
Yeah.
It is actually harmful to groom somebody. Is actually
Oh my god, bro.
harmful to manipulate somebody because all
Dude, she lies later in the fucking call and says that she never called anybody a groomer. That's so fucking funny, dude.
that does is teach women or other men that this is acceptable and you can keep doing it. So you can keep trying to talk over me. However, I have the magic mute button. So I'm not
This is when she starts muting the entire call because she has to go whine and go on a tangent. Like these two fucking women are evil.
going to play your little game of, oh, this person, that person, this person, that person. You weren't here for the whole thing. You didn't hear their stories. I'm sorry that you
Fuck their stories, bro. My story's what matters, okay? I've got something to say. All right, we're gonna move past that.
You didn't. However, maybe you should have been on time. And then you would have heard their stories and you would know what was going on. Or you could have watched any of the 8 million videos that are out there. Like not only on here, but they're also on TikTok. So with that, I'm going to unmute the room. You're not going to keep over talking people just because you're a big name.
I mean, he interrupted me, to be fair.
Sounds like there's another father in the call.
Can I finish talking about what I was talking about?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Thank you. And I do appreciate the exchange that everybody's having. It gets a little heated sometimes, but I think a lot of us are just trying to make sense of this. And so I have been here since the beginning. I've heard all the stories and I definitely empathize with a lot of it. And all of them, I don't think all of them, I want to say like Reese and maybe one other said that they don't consider themselves victims. And I respect that. And I don't think they are either after hearing them out on the whole thing again. One of them said you don't have to do anything wrong to learn a lesson.
Nicholas DeOrio.
That was profound.
Yeah,
That stuck with me.
The
I agree. And I don't think that they did anything wrong. I don't think that Harry necessarily did anything illegal by any means. Granted, as we dig more, who knows what we'll come up with, but I pray to God that he didn't, because you don't
Okay, let's skip on to the next one. This is how you're introducing them. And this is how they're being introduced to the world. Another victim of Harry, Sarah, provided a long, detailed video of her experience. I clipped it for the sake of time. She's also a DV survivor. So you're intertwining their past experiences of domestic violence or sexual assault and mixing them in with the story of him lying to them to like it does embellish it. It does create this like victimhood mentality of he's doing something worse than what he really is. These girls, they could have had a million encounters like this online with a bunch of other dudes, but because it's Harry Sisson, it has to be this massive story and drawn together.
This what story? This what story?
And I realize.
And do you know what else is massive?
Call him out for being
Sorry. Sorry, I'm in the middle of a streak right now. I'm trying not to lose it.
Shitty lying Democrat. That is the focus here. The fact that he does virtue
has nothing
signal.
to do with the fact if he's a Democrat or not. The focus has to do with the fact of what he did. And I don't care who it was. It doesn't matter if he was on the right, left. If he had a big account, little account, or no account at all, I would still be calling it out.
Okay, can I also say that the very definition of a victim is a person who has been tricked
This bitch used dictionary.com to explain this argument.
or duped. That's literally in the definition of a victim if you look it up. Also, another thing is that when it comes to Carly, she went into detail about her story the most, and she was definitely victimized by Harry, which was utterly disgusting.
By the way, no, she wasn't, just to be clear.
And I'm glad that her story is out there. As far as Sarah,
Me too, it was really funny.
she is a DV survivor, just like myself.
Nobody asked.
What's the name of
And-
the guy?
I'm sorry, askers?
Nick
Did
DeOrio.
anybody ask? Did anybody ask? I'm just curious. Did anybody ask?
Unfortunately, Harry knew that she was a DV survivor, and she is the
Wow, shit, dude. Oh, crazy.
two of the women that he preyed on were
Dude, he prayed on them. He put God on their chest, dude. I'd be praying. I used to pray for asses like these.
women who were literally going through, dealing with a past trauma or dealing with something that had literally just happened to them, that they were very vulnerable because
They're treating him like a cannibal. It's actually so fucking funny.
of. And he knew that, and he took advantage of that. I am fully aware that there are very
I honestly, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. Can I say something serious right now that you're not gonna clip out of context and you're not gonna laugh at me for? I, Nicholas DeOrio, am also a DV survivor, okay? I survived Dark Viper AU's constant autistic onslaught for months, alright? I consider myself like ground zero of DV survivors.
narcissistic men out there who will prey on women who are going through trauma and who have been who have gone through something that horrible because they are very vulnerable, and then they take advantage of them, and that's exactly what Harry did.
Don't mention him, it's too late, dude. I was in Ethan Klein's chat today, and he was wearing a black wife beater, and I said Dark Viper flow, or he's got the Dark Viper fit, and they stopped the whole show to mention that I said that, and they played the 14 pages sound effects 6 times. There's gonna be a fucking dissertation on my feed by the time I wake up tomorrow from Australia. There was nothing I could do. I made a mistake today, and I've activated him.
So it is very much part
You
of the
thought them
story.
out because of their trauma.
This is I can't go into Ethan's chat because it might accidentally start more drama.
What?
Are you saying that he sought those girls out because of their trauma? Like he was specifically looking for
No, they just happen to be DV, dude. They just happen to be Dark Viper survivors.
for a girl who had suffered that type
It
of
is
trauma?
incredibly possible, yes.
So 2 out of 11 girls had trauma. It's just okay.
Dude, he's got a pattern of behavior. He found 2 out of 11 women.
Okay, you're right. I just want to make my point, right? To me, right, I haven't heard anybody else up here. Like this is just a big echo chamber of somebody getting dragged without being represented in the conversation whatsoever, right? Without anybody even on the stage, like offering a different opinion or asking hard questions, right? I heard somebody being rude earlier, dragging whatever, trolling, but like I didn't hear anybody being objective up here.
No, that's entirely what this situation was about. Was the D stories would get told and certain things would get cleared up. Now, if people want to ignorantly take certain pieces and run with that, like that's not necessarily, on Southern or Sarah. But
Again,
just to clarify, this whole thing.
Just to be clear, it objectively is on Southern or Sarah because one of them published that there was a fucking child grooming allegation against Harry. So it's absolutely objectively on them. And they tried to weasel out of it the next day, Sarah, because she's a pathetic fucking wretch.
Got the story, got more of it out there from the horse's mouth, not
From the horse's mouth. Jesus, what a way of words.
necessarily speculation or any of that. Like, they were all here telling their version. So it's unfair to say that that it was painted in a certain way, because tonight they all spoke, and it was painted as accurately as it's going to be from their perspective.
Yeah, and I think sometimes, Matt, that's all you can do. I mean,
look at what actually is.
Yes! I love this guy!
I'm cleaning up my following thing, and
dude, this guy is awesome. I'm so glad he's here.
I'm cleaning up my act. I'm trying to get down to earth because I have a philosophical.
It's another drunk old man. Let's get through this.
Philosophical message to bring to everybody out there, and I don't want you guys to all get tied up in the matrix.
Hey, we hit the goal.
In great
Thank you. New goal.
To give the people, they give you back their wisdom and their friendship.
Good on you, buddy. Get that wisdom.
That's all I come for. So
fuck, I keep missing all my shots tonight.
Peace out, everybody, and I shall see you on the dark side of the moon.
Peace out, baby mom.
Bye, hippie.
Sorry, I've never heard of Hippie before, but I think he's delightful.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
He is delightful.
He's great.
Is this guy calling in on ecstasy or something? What is wrong with this guy?
Yeah.
That was peaceful as hell. That was really peaceful.
Florida Buckeye.
Florida Buckeye. Oh no. Oh God.
Guys, and thank you for having me. Hey, first of all, let's get the important stuff out of the way. So Sarah, congratulations on your what's soon to be third. It sounds like I'm not sure, prince or princess. But regardless, nobody deserves that kind of love.
Oh, she's got pregnancy brain. That's why she's such a stupid fucking hog.
Or in the world really is better off for that. So, and that's where I'm going to go. And so I love that hippie guy. I am not going to be as hippie as that guy because, what I just saw from Diligent is a disgrace.
This guy has just criticized the guy I like, so I think it's actually a fucking disgrace. What I saw was a disgraceful act against the Republican Party. Did you not know this guy fucking said shit about Donald Trump?
And he's dishonest, and let me explain to you what's going on.
Let me explain the dishonesty.
Guy. So if you look up in the nest here really quick, and it's important, look at what actually is going on with
Look what actually happened.
So, and this is important. For us to think that we don't have grifters on the right, we do.
we found our right-wing grifters.
There are people who know that we are starving for truth and for conservatives who will look out for our best interests and host spaces. And that's what Diligent does every day when he's in control. Look what happened as soon as Diligent was not in control.
I'm going to stop you. I don't know
what the
how much of this Diligent is involved in. I'm actually going to remove this from up top because he's not here to.
Oh, okay. So then this post gets pinned. You know the Raw's Alerts guy who's apparently doing some gay shit? I forgot what he did. He was dressing up like a thing and just jerking off into potted plants I don't know what he did. Was it a furry or some deranged porn or something? I don't remember. The Raw's Alerts guy got accused of some sexcapade. And they said that Diligent followed him on Twitter or saw him in real life. Therefore, he was involved in it.
To speak on this anymore?
No, and I agree. And I normally would not do that, but I watched him.
RFK! Yeah, dude, this is RFK. I can't believe RFK joined the call. This is amazing.
Trash you guys.
Yeah, it's fine. He can trash me all he wants to. I really could care less. The whole point of the space was for the girls to be able to have a platform to get their stories out because they have been unable to do so. If nobody else appreciates that, I could really care less. If we would have had 10 people here, 10 people would have been involved, informed.
That's awesome.
So, Diligent's back.
No, and I'll just say this, no, you're completely correct, but for anyone to defend Harry Sisson, who is really has essentially hypocrited himself 1,000 times over.
Dude, he's hypocrited himself 1,000 times.
It's insane to me. It's insane. Like, and again, like when you have leftists who say just believe all women except I don't know what a woman is and blah blah blah, it's just so insulting. And I'll just leave it with this: like Sarah does all of her homework, like all of these receipts
Except that one fucking grooming allegation that was pretty important.
are right there, and for anyone to not like. Obviously, something is going on with Harry Sisson. Like, and I guess the only question I'll say is, like, did they not know he was Harry Sisson? Like, he cannot have a functioning penis. That guy pees sitting down without question. He's
Well, I don't want to get
absolutely
into that right now. Like, I'm just going to say what they said. They followed him because he had the same beliefs as they did, and the fact that he speaks up for women.
And I pee sitting down, there's no question.
But apparently they don't know how he speaks to women, which is fine. Whatever, that's on them. But Diligent's here, and I'm going to allow him to speak. But you
Good.
two are
Like,
not.
take him back up,
You
please.
two are
Okay,
not
now
going
we
to
love
fight.
You guys are not allowed to have discourse in this Twitter space. This Twitter space is for talking positively about the girls only. There will be no back and forth in our Twitter space.
Back and forth. That's all I'm saying.
Can you do me a favor and throw that post back up in the Jumbotron?
I've come to find. So I what I'm saying is when I came into this space after kind of like doing what homework I could in a little time before the space started, so I came into it thinking like, man, I think Harry is the biggest douchebag and he's the most cringe damn account on X. But sexual predator, like, because I was seeing that float around, not by you guys. I'm like, I don't know about that. But I hear these girls are going to be a part of the space, so let me come have a listen. So I came with an open mind. And I've walked back a bit after that because I do think, like to say someone's a sexual predator is to really accuse them of having committed a crime. But there's a distinction there between behavior that is predatory. And I think that was the point that Sarah was making, was that if you do look at what he was doing.
This guy was worried about the predator allegation. Then he heard them speak and he's like, I didn't go hard enough. Like, how retarded are these people? This is like absurd.
If we take these personal situations are always tough. You never have the full context. It's always muddy and complex. However, assuming we've got, we're seeing most of the story here from these girls. This dude was lying to multiple girls. He was talking to them concurrently. He was feeding them kind of the same lies. He was in pursuit of one thing. And when they
victims, because no women would have been interested. Harry is different. He had women interested. He had women, sending
vague, then it gives it like a
yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't have.
This guy. All right, this is where it starts to get good.
I do lean conservative, but I'm not. I do believe in God, agnostic. But I'm not a Christian.
This is about where I start to join in.
Tell someone, hey, don't do anything sexual until you're married is kind of, oh my God. But yeah, I don't know. If that was my daughter, I'd be like, well, the internet's forever. That's not smart. But is it her fault? No.
Well, it's both their faults.
That's
it's
true.
It's kind of both their faults. Like, she sent it. My whole thing is, if I were gonna
all of these people are retarded animals,
write
and I hate
a
them.
thread like that, I would make sure that I wasn't opening myself up to a defamation lawsuit.
There's no defamation if you're telling the truth.
I'm again, you're
Yo!
right, but
dude, I just got paid from Twitter, guys. $28. No way, bro. We're gonna be paying rent for a month.
if you haven't noticed, laws have become very subjective in our country, and again, I would. The word victim is
Money talks.
kind of a big deal.
Hey,
and
thanks for the fiber.
Again, I would just be really careful about opening myself up to libel and slander and like defamation.
Okay, well, we appreciate that, but we're still going to use the words we want to use.
No, again, and that's totally your right, but it's also your
Not enough.
responsibility.
It's my
Those are very
responsibility to
important.
call out a predator when they're a predator.
Bro, he is not a predator. You are a mongoloid. Shut up.
And I think you should, and I think that you guys have done a good thing. I would just say that again, it's our freedom and our our totally our right to use whatever words we want, but there's also a responsibility that's carried there, and I think that's what we were trying to point out. Hey, we all understand that what Harry did was obviously less than the standard, but again, I would just it's Words are very important, especially on this platform, and in
them is going to be
Okay.
not everyone
So
sent
hold on.
okay. Just because a few of them were smart enough not to send him a friggin' nude doesn't mean that he didn't use manipulative tactics still with them.
Hold on. There was a situation. There was a situation that was told in the story, and
You mad that a guy got gay? What the fuck?
I'll do this thing you want if you send me booby pics. Like that's just ridiculous behavior. Or
Why? Why is flirting saying, "Ooh, you do it for me, I'll give you some"? Yeah, dude. If you send me some titty pics, yeah, maybe. Who knows? Like, it's just flirting. Like, what the fuck? This is casual flirting between like young adults.
immediately having a serious conversation and then switching it over to okay, now I want to like in order to.
Are you talking about the girl who?
You know what's crazy? You could just say no. You don't have to send nudes. It's actually like not a mind control tactic.
Told that, hey, I'm not going to talk with you about this unless you send me a
Yes.
video.
Yes.
Okay,
Flirting is not allowed. It's all rape now. Yes.
that was Reese.
That's I'm not arguing that. Not all of this is terrible. I'm saying
I don't think any of this is terrible. I think he did a shitty thing, and I think it's like, it's kind of bad.
just how you said it right now. He's a manipulator and like a liar. Like,
What's the
just
name
be more
of the
clear about
guy?
that.
Womanizer, womanizer. Oh, he's a womanizer. Dude, now it's like rapist, rapist, rapist. Oh, he's a rapist. The song doesn't sound as good anymore, dude.
The guy, when I read the news, it
Okay,
looked like he
thanks,
was
Jay.
a pedo.
Like, I really appreciate what you've said. Like, really appreciate it. But we just keep hearing
Like, what a condescending, stupid bitch.
The same thing over and over and over again about how we need to say things, and I'm not going to.
You don't have to
Okay,
say it.
stop.
It's been clear. We're not going to keep beating this horse. If someone else wants to hit a different topic, I'm here for it.
Jessica.
I got a couple questions. Is this
Well, Jessica was before you. She's been waiting for like the last 30 minutes.
And we've been kind of like quote unquote music quoting fingers mansplaining this for the past hour or so.
Oh God, bro, we've actually been mansplaining this.
So let's hear from Jessica.
So I listened to the whole thing and I made a comment when I look at it 3 hours ago. So it was when we first started talking. And I'm a mom.
Oh, and they default to this Jessica woman who actually agrees with us, which is hilarious.
I have a boy and a girl, 20-year-old boy, 19-year-old girl. And I was listening to these girls talk. They were giggling. They were laughing. Yeah, there were times where they got upset.
Laughing point kind of
more
weak.
they
The
were
rest of it's pretty
getting
good.
upset because they felt like they had been trapped in MAGA world. That's when I heard them getting upset. My son was all-star football player, da-da-da-da. I can't tell you how many girls sent him nudes where he never requested it. And then I would get calls from moms.
Where are we at? 420. Can we refresh this? Because obviously the people who are talking is not working. Because Chief Trumpster was not in there.
Except for already knew me.
I didn't know that you were doxxed.
Said this happened a long time.
But
I've been waiting for like the last 30 minutes.
And we've been kind of like quote unquote.
We got upset like and him. But I think that the words that we're using to describe these situations, they have a lot of, they hold a lot of weight, and you can ruin people's lives. And I'm just talking as a mom of a boy. That's, and it's, and they were even saying, I messaged him first. He didn't message them.
Right, but sending somebody a hi doesn't necessarily mean that you're expecting them to take it sexual conversation.
No.
The part where you say something sexual and they reciprocate, that's the part where you realize the conversation's sexual. None of these girls were groomed. None of them were abused. None of them was fucking... Like, this is so fucking pathetic. Holy shit. That a grown fucking woman with children is fucking doing this right now. This is, like, absolutely disgusting. Holy shit, dude. You're like, I would say like an eggless, dried up woman, but she's literally got a third kid on the way. God help that child.
Because girls are manipulative. They are. And they were friends.
Right. And we've said that so many times, Jessica. Like, we really have said it so many times that boys and girls both do this.
Yeah. No, you did. But it's like, it was just really hard for me to take them seriously with them giggling about it. And, they all said we knew what we were getting ourselves
at me that are 100.
He approached this girl and said, "Are you on birth control by any chance?" She said, yes, I just took it. Why? And he said, the pill, I'm assuming. Well, I'd like to F you raw and CUM in you. If
Okay, so what's the problem with saying that to somebody? Are you on birth control? That's kind of invasive. Yeah. Well, I'd like to come in you. What did you think he was going to say? Wow, that's really good for regulating your period. But doesn't it have some side effects that are a bit inconvenient for the average person? Like, what were you expecting him to say?
that's good. But that's up to you. Like,
And
what
was
in
the
the world?
response to that message? I'm curious. What did she say back?
Don't know.
And did she
Oh, thanks. Very useful. Appreciate you bringing it up.
continue to send nudes? Like that's if you when girls
No, some of the girls did not. Some of the girls
the girls
told
did
you
not.
specifically that they blocked him after
Good.
that.
But if they didn't send nudes, are they included in the 11 victims?
One of the girls
if
who
they just
who
didn't
brought up the
actually
birth
interact?
control who brought up the birth control thing said it immediately made her feel uncomfortable.
good girl.
I'm not.
That's good
Yeah,
girl. That's exactly what it should have made her feel.
Yes,
I'm
I'm
not
just
saying
saying
he's not a douche. I'm not saying what he did is awful.
Wait, Smith, did you just ask if I pre-watched this? I'm in the clip. That's me talking. Yes, I pre-watched this. I'm in it. Okay.
I agree. But as a mom of a boy, it doesn't sit right with me to just throw these kids, some of them, and he's young.
Okay, and as a mom of a daughter, how would you feel if this happened to your daughter?
I have a daughter. I have a 19-year-old daughter. But you know what I told my daughter is if anybody ever asks you for a nude, you better never speak to them again. And I want to know.
Okay. That woman right there, who's talking, Sally? Bro, Sarah, her daughter has sent tons of nudes. There's just simply no other Dude, I told my daughter that if a guy asks you for nudes, you report him to the police department.
What's the name of the guy?
My 19-year-old daughter, dude.
Nick Orio.
Dude,
Mr.
it's so fucking crazy to say this out loud. It's just like you have no idea what your kids are doing. My 19-year-old daughter would never speak to a man if he asked her for naked pictures.
Exactly who that is.
My adult 19-year-old daughter knows better.
Right,
That's how
but
they were
you're
raised.
having that conversation. Their parents probably are not having that same
So
conversation.
that's the boy's fault?
I didn't say it's the boy's fault.
What we're talking about, Harry, is the manipulation, the lies, and the cheating, and making them feel like or directly telling them that they were the only one. and he
No,
had
that's not
roster.
true. Most of those girls that spoke tonight said, I knew what I was getting myself into. I knew we were not exclusive. I knew who he was. One of them said it.
Okay. So let me clarify. When they said that, they said that knowing they're not his girlfriend. Fair enough.
And I'm
they
still
said
gonna
that they said that knowing that they were entering into this kind of
me
like
as we take action
transaction.
against Twitch.
But what they understood,
how did he get in here? How did he get in the
was made
call?
clear to them, and you can see that through the
that they
text
have done
and
to
the stuff
every
that Sarah
creator
posted.
that is-
What
Stop
was made
talking
clear to
over
them
him.
was that he was not doing this with anybody else.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they weren't boyfriend girlfriend. They were not, they understood. Okay, I'm doing this. They weren't like, there was no voyeurism going on and there was no secret pictures going on. They understood what they were doing, but they were doing it with the understanding that he did not have, to use their language, a roster. So I think that's where we're going to have that disconnect, is because yes, you're correct in everything that they said, but they also did it with the understanding that he wasn't about this with 8, 9, 10.
Dude, I just fucking hate everybody. Dude, you know what they bring up later? I don't even want to spoil it. All the tropes are about to get hit in rapid succession. Every single trope that you'd expect from a situation where they're just doing false allegations, you're about to hear every single one of them all at once.
That is very gray. So how I understand something and how you understand something are very different. So that's the boy's fault?
For telling them
lying and
for telling them that he wasn't doing that with anybody else so that they would feel comfortable to do it with him, yes, absolutely. Because if he were doing it with other people, they specifically said in some of the things that I had heard and have read that they would not have been doing that if he were doing this with like just every girl he talked to.
And
so
3 of them were
so
friends.
in that situation, yeah.
Oh god, big reveal. Dude, 3 girls thought they were all fucking Harry Sissons, dude. 3 girls thought they were about to... 3 IRL friends or whatever all thought that they were exclusive with Harry. How fucking funny is that, dude? Like, that's like a Fell for It Again fucking masterclass award. That's Fell for It of the Year. That is the of the year award. And they got online to tell everybody about how fucking brutally embarrassing it was that all three of these close friends were all dating the same guy and had no idea that he didn't date any of them.
So 3 of them were friends. And you don't think that any one of them talked about what they were doing with each other? Like,
No,
I don't know.
they weren't.
It's just hard for me to believe.
3 of them were friends and they all thought they were dating the same guy on Snapchat?
Yes.
All right, where is the autonomy here for these women? Like,
Okay.
this is ridiculous.
No, I'm gonna stop.
Exactly.
No, I'm
Why, do
gonna
we have to
stop
treat
you
them like
guys because
retarded
now
children?
it's all about victim blaming, and I don't want to. No. Stop over talking me. Like, seriously, you guys keep going on about how the girl shouldn't do this, how
She muted everybody.
the girl shouldn't do that. How about the boy just not do it?
He shouldn't do it either.
How about then don't
It's
send the
both.
nudes?
It's both.
Dude, how about the guy just don't ask for nudes? How about we just go? How about the guys just stop asking to see boob and vagine, dude? Why isn't that just the solution?
Like, what a fucking retard.
They're bad.
And
you guys
I'm
aren't
saying
selling it
that.
as
We've
both.
said
You
it
guys
20
aren't
million
selling it as
times. Like,
both.
how many times
but you're
do we
also
have to
calling him a
fucking say it?
predator.
No, shut the fuck up.
Oh, yeah. So you're getting mad and defensive
mute me
because
if you
we're
need to
right.
mute me.
No, I'm getting
Dude, the woman is screaming, bro. You're getting mad and defensive.
mad because you guys
We're
are
allowed
over
to
talking me,
disagree.
and it's absolutely ridiculous that I'm trying to say something and
We're
you guys won't shut up.
Dude, Sarah gets plowed like a cornfield, dude. That's her name, bro.
Like, it's rude. Nobody overtalked you. We let you say your piece, and now you guys are going da 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 because somebody is disagreeing with you. Like, it doesn't work that way.
Well, the issue is you're taking us in a circle. Every time someone raises a point, you wrap it right back around to the fact that,
I've said that.
well, why don't men just stop asking
Yeah.
for nudes?
Okay, so
yes,
the thing
stop
here is
asking
that
for the damn nudes, both sides.
And stop sending, okay? If there's an opportunity to see some tits and fucking ass, guys are gonna ask to see some fucking tits and ass. Like, I'm sorry, we don't live in the Stone Age anymore, ma'am. We're not pulling up your boobs on our pagers, all right? We're in the fucking digital landscape now. That's how this shit happens. I'm sorry, we're not courting girls at the door in fucking 1482.
Stop asking for nudes.
Yeah, but that's not the title of the space. The title of the space.
I don't understand why do 20-year-old men ask for nudes. It's like, I just think that you're out of touch and you're way out of your depth on this conversation.
It doesn't say.
What's the name of the
You're right. The title of the space was about Harry and the girls that dealt with him. That was what the space was about. I'm sorry that you don't like what the space is about, but you didn't
I don't
have
mind.
to come.
I like the space. I like the space.
Yeah, no one overtalked you. She literally interrupted you to make her point. 100%. Yeah, no, obviously, but you can't really say it. So initially, I was trying to stay in the space, and then it got too late for me, and I needed to get out of here, and I thought it'd be funny to get kicked. So from now on, I keep saying increasingly unhinged shit until they throw me out.
Can be true at the same
Neither
time.
did the girls, but they sent the nudes anyway.
Hello.
So like what?
Stop. Two things. can be
Hey,
true
we
at
hit the
same
goal.
time.
Thank you.
What Harry did was predatory. He was a liar, and he's a
But like, not predatory, just to be clear.
manipulator. What the girls did, sending explicit photos, I made it very clear way earlier in the space while they were here that I did not agree with sending photos. That I have taught my own daughter, don't ever send photos, period.
Yeah, she doesn't listen to you. I gotta be real. If your daughter is over the age of 18, she's not listening.
Don't ever do that. Two things can be true at the same time, and both things have been made very clear. They did not
And what
agree
was
with
their-
me,
and-
but hey,
They didn't agree with her. They
Exactly. What was their response? They're like, oh,
Sarah.
it's my right to send photos to whoever I want.
Bro, there's like probably 1% of students in college campuses who have yet to send a naked picture to somebody in modern college campuses.
Right. It is their right to do that. Nobody is saying that you can't send a photo. We're
And if that 1% probably has like, I don't know, like, I was gonna say like a third nipple, but I feel like that would be like a trait that would get more people looking. I would say like a micro penis, like a literal micro penis.
saying that it's not right to do it. They don't believe that. Like, I'm not going to change their mind in a space. You're not going to change somebody's
your
mind.
opinion on someone else, it can't, it's not gonna work. It's just
You understand that your position towards the girls is infinitely worse than mine. You're literally shaming them for sending the photo. I don't care that they sent the photo. They have their own autonomy over their own body. They can send it to whoever they want.
I'm not
That's up to
shaming them.
But
I'm
they're
saying
participating.
that,
and
no,
you're
I'm
calling him a
saying my
predator.
personal opinion is that they shouldn't have sent the photos. Period. That's my personal opinion. I'm allowed to have.
Yeah, I mean, they're like, oh, you're victim blaming these women by saying that they should have known that they were dating somebody for 9 months and that they weren't exclusive. And then they're like, but by the way, I will say that like women should wait till marriage and it's their fault for sending the nude. That's infinitely more victim blaming than my position.
Have that opinion.
Yeah, that's more shaming than anything I've said.
Good God, dude. Okay. Believe what you want.
But what I think you guys are missing is the fact that they're sending these photos under the pretense that this is or they're even just talking to him. Like it's not even just about the photos. Like it's about the conversation. They're doing it under the pretense of he's not speaking this way or talking this way with anybody else. And
nobody said anything to them when they were saying this, because 3 hours ago
Oh God, I end up quoting Tipster in this in a couple of seconds too, and you couldn't hear it. You can hear it a little bit, right? When I point it out, you'll know what I said, but for the most part, nobody who heard it did. But it was picked up in text, so in TTS, it said it, and somebody sent me a screenshot, and that was the only way I knew it came through.
I said, is anybody going to give them any?
Because that's not what this. Because that's not what this space is about.
Talking. You said, let me let you.
Because it's. I can talk because it's my space. That's how that works. However, the space was not about attacking them or attacking their motives. Not even motives. They don't even have many motives because this was coming out a year ago. The whole thing was to let them have a space to get their stories out.
Motivations didn't even exist in the year 2024. That's not even a concept.
That's all it was about. It wasn't about attacking them. It wasn't about putting my beliefs on them or anything else. Because I, for one, am with Sarah. I don't believe you should be sending nudes to anybody but your husband. They don't feel that way. It is not my place to put my beliefs on them. I am not their mother. I'm sorry you don't agree with that. I'm sorry you guys wanted more pushback.
It's funny because she's like a raging sped. Like she cannot engage with anyone's talking points. She hosted a Twitter space. It's not a space, it's a talk. It's a fucking lecture. She's hosting she's the professor, she's hosting a lecture.
But once again, if you want things done a certain way, then run your own spaces. That's not what this was about, and I made it very, very clear.
By the way, we have 1,994 people watching right now towards the end of the stream, and I just wanted to let you know that that's probably the last year that Sarah Fields dated somebody. When she's giving all this dating advice, she probably met her now husband in 1994.
At the beginning and in the middle and towards the end, that this is not what that was about. Oh, text trad.
Awesome. Thanks so much. I appreciate the floor. Should try and bring this kind of back down. You know, there's two big.
Yeah, I feel bad for her husband, dude. That's got unironically, bro. If I was fucking, you divorce is the only option. Like the life of that husband must be fucking horrendous. Okay, back to what we were doing.
Elements here, I think, that are operating. One is what the girls are trying to highlight. And each girl kind of has their different story. So, you know, some may have approached it with a mindset of maybe they knew a little bit what they were getting into. Maybe they knew a little bit how Harry was. Maybe they knew that kind of behind the scenes he wasn't as he presented himself publicly. And, you know, maybe other girls didn't, because he was telling them straight up, you're the only one, or there's no other roster, you know, to use this quote, I guess. What they're trying to highlight and pitting them against each other. Okay, so we can all kind of see how this plays out, but I don't think there's any issue with the nudes and everything. We're so laser focused on that. You have, you know, younger kids who are courting.
Oh wait, we missed something. We have to go back. We're at 4:31.
And I
should divulge those details.
Girls, that
like serious.
You'll see how nice
Okay,
I am.
I'll catch it. Okay, we have to get. Sorry, we didn't hear the intro. We got to hear the nice guy speech. 4:31. We have to
No
back
defamation if you're telling the truth.
Again, you're right, and that's what we were trying to platform.
Like, number, not all of
They had
them.
his phone number, but Snapchat has.
Just wait till my podcast.
And things, and we're going to keep doing it the way we want to do it.
I have a comment. I think you guys are fine.
I hate this guy so much. Wait, it's right before this. It's at like the exact four. Yeah, it's right
But
here.
I do respect the women who came forward a lot. and I do think they were victims, and I do think Harry Sisson is seriously a psychopath, sociopath.
He's a psychopath, sociopath, chat.
Whatever you want to say, and I just want to say that I really want to say, and I hope a lot of people can hear me when I say this, not all men are like that. Honestly, I'm frankly shocked at a lot of the behavior that I see.
Why are you shocked, nice guy? Why are you shocked?
And because I just kind of became single like 4 years ago, and I've been in the dating.
Oh boy, he's in the dating
sphere.
pool.
And sometimes women tell me stories that I do believe, and I'm shocked, like literally shocked. And it's not easy to shock me. If I may tell a brief story real quick, just to really drive this home. I was in a store one time, and I was
Guys, he was in the store, guys. Get ready.
talking to a sales girl. We were having a nice conversation. I was making her laugh, and she was nice. She was funny. She was charming. So I think, okay, let me just ask her if she wants to, shoot my shot. So I said, would you like to have
By the way, it's called I'm going to shoot my shot. I didn't ask her if she would shoot my shot. That's a bit more sexual than you were going for.
coffee sometime? Okay. And she said, no, I have a boyfriend. I was like, okay, fine. So we just continued to talk,
Yeah, he's like, hey, can I shoot my load all over you during your shift?
And we continued to talk, and then I was like, okay, it's time to go. So I'll talk to you later. And as I was leaving, she stopped me. She stopped me and she said, can I tell you something? And I was like, what? She was like, I want to tell you thank you. And I said, what are you thanking me for? And she said, I want to thank you for not being mean and calling me names and being very hostile. And I was like, whoa.
Dude, then everybody in the whole store gave him a round of applause for not raping her right there and then.
What, really? She's like, yeah. She's like, guys come in here almost every single day, and they will hit on me, and I will tell them I have a boyfriend, which I do, and they will get very mean, and they will call me names, and they will start to harass me.
He earned the first annual Didn't Rape Award.
And I was like, how often does this happen? She's like, every single day. Seemed very sweet, and I felt very bad for her. And I was like, wow. Well, I don't know. Just.
By the way, I was waiting for my time to come in, and I didn't want to, say anything too soon. And this guy's stupid fucking speech tripped me. I was so angry when I heard this.
You might have a boyfriend, but there's other fish in the sea, right? I mean, there's no need to get butthurt. So that kind of shocked me, and I was just like, what the hell are you guys doing out there these days? I don't understand it. But yeah. And you were right.
Asking for nudes.
Yeah, exactly. And you were right. Both men and women will have bad behavior, but it really seems, at least to me, like most of it is being done by the men. But
well,
yeah.
I mean, listen, women are not complicit. They're complicit in this. I mean, they're literally sending them back.
No, I know. I mean, in this situation, it's different. You are right, but I'm just saying.
In this situation, it's different than this insane fucking straw man that I built up in my head to act like I'm the nicest guy on the planet, so women will date me after this Twitter space. But I will say that there is some responsibility, I guess.
The women, yeah, there is some culpability there, but it's just like they were lied to and manipulated. And if they knew what kind of guy this Harry Sisson was, you think they would have sent anything? I don't think so.
This guy, I don't even want to say anything insane, but all I'm saying is if there's ever somebody who dismembers something. Legally, that was a joke, just to be clear.
Well, I guess he led them on, right? But I guess he's just playing the game like most players online would do, right? Not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying, a lot of guys do that. So,
well, Foxy, I've already told you once, stop doing it.
I'm sorry.
I've already sent Foxy too many damn nudes as it is. He's not getting any more. Until I get a fucking ring on it. That's all there is to it.
I mean, I told you, I got a ring for you.
Uh-huh.
I'm not a Christian. I think it's fine.
Gosh, I'm done with you guys.
Yeah. I mean, honestly.
Where's the
Their faults. Like she's
Oh my god. But yeah, I don't know. If that was my daughter, I'd be like, well, the internet's forever.
a thread like that, I would make sure. And again, no, again, and you that the,
how Sarah worded
I
or
think you guys are fine. I don't think.
Okay, here we go. Ready? This is
please
it.
don't come up. Like,
If you're gonna criticize my speech, do not come back.
Okay,
that's
if anybody
problem
else
is?
has if anybody else has any comments
Hello?
how Sarah worded or anything or how I worded anything, please don't come up. Like, Diligent has already spoken for all of you on how we should use certain words and how we should phrase certain things, and we're going to keep doing it the way we want to do it.
I have a comment. I think you guys are fine. I don't think you did anything wrong at all.
Shocker! He thinks that they're doing a great fucking job, dude. Can you believe that? Can you believe that guy thinks they're doing a great job? Is that out of nowhere?
Oh.
Shocker.
So you
Wait, that's literally what I said. I'm screaming right now, bro. Holy fuck, dude. Wait.
Anything or how I worded anything, please don't come up. Like, Diligent has already spoken for all of you on how we should use certain words and how we should phrase certain things, and we're going to keep doing it the way we want to do it.
I have a comment. I think you guys are fine. I don't think
Thank
you did
you.
anything wrong at all.
Shocker.
So you
the nice guy thinks they're fine. I'm just curious, like with this whole thing that's going on right now. So these women were interacting with. Oh, why is it lagging? Harry There we go. For months at
Wait,
a time.
did you call me a
and
nice
didn't
guy?
even- Wait, did you call me a nice guy? Yes.
Yeah,
Well, come on, you're nice guy of the year. But these women
Just
were
wait till
interacting with
just
Harry
wait till
for
my
months at a
podcast comes
time.
out, buddy. You'll see how nice
Okay,
I am.
I'll catch it. I'll catch it. So the women were hanging out. They were snapping Harry. It keeps lagging for months, right? And they didn't even have like a phone number.
Some of them
And they
had his
thought they
phone
were,
number,
like-
not all
They
of them.
had his phone number, but Snapchat has this thing where you can set up so that it's your eyes only, so that they know that when they send an explicit photo that it's only going to Harry Sisson, and they are notified when it's deleted. They're notified if it's screenshot,
Yeah, that's how
Snapchat
Snapchat
has
works.
those types
How
of
old do you think we are?
notifications where it tells you when the other person does something. So they had phone numbers, but they were using Snapchat to share photos.
Well, I mean, earlier in the conversation, the mother came up. I'm sorry, I don't know her daughter's name. I apologize.
She never gave her
But
name.
She said
No, she didn't give her
yeah.
name.
Oh, okay. But she said that like her daughter was speaking to him for several months, I guess, and there was no phone numbers exchanged.
They
I'm
knew
not
in
really
that
understanding why they
circumstance.
thought they were in like an exclusive relationship.
She said that
If
they
they
knew
didn't even
him
have
for
this phone
years.
number.
She said that they knew him personally.
So
And
yeah,
that he was
that's
a different
fine.
person than he is now.
Okay, but like, why would there be an expectation that you're, I guess, in a committed relationship with someone who hasn't shared their phone number with you?
I have no idea. I can't answer that question.
It's like, well, no, you really didn't want to answer that question. But let's jump back up to 4:30.
With feminist movement and so forth. So he allies himself, aligns himself with, like he's pro-abortion or like women's rights and so forth as it pertains to the perspective of the left. And so these girls had identified with him and he had befriended them and so forth. So the headline there is that dude's not who he says he is.
Another father,
Right,
by the
like,
way. Yes. The
Everything
father
else
is
aside, however we want to get into the minutia and deal with semantics, which are important, whether one person looks at something as predatory or not. The behavior in which he went about, is he a sexual predator? I don't know. Under the legal definition, I don't know. I believe that involves some kind of violence or threats or something. Is the behavior that he exhibited towards these girls predatory? Was he preying on them? Yeah, it sure seems that way. Based on what the girls have presented, the receipts.
Wait,
that they
I've been
presented.
told.
Jay, if you want to know,
I got text by the Raw Alerts guy. By the way, sorry, Raw Alerts, if I gave you a raw deal. I don't know what you did, so I can't really make a judgment call on you. Apparently, this woman is watching the stream right now. Wait, no! Oh my god, dude. No way! How do you know? Bro, That's so fucking funny. She said she doesn't even, she said, I don't even care anymore. These people won't stop coming for me. They're coming for my kids now. I'm so stressed and emotionally stressed. I had to go to urgent care the other night for a full-on asthma attack. Oh, no. Fuck. I didn't know. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I just totally raped this. Oh my God, I'm so fucking stupid. Holy shit. I shouldn't have read that out loud. I thought that was public. I am so fucking never mind. I have no idea. I didn't know.
Like,
She wasn't here. She was never here. I'm sorry. Oh, it says no, keep going? Okay. These people are stupid. They don't know what I do. This dude is sick. I can't watch it anymore. He thinks rape is funny. Oh, this is great. All right, let's keep going, boys. Let's keep going. We gotta get through this one.
For 80% of it, I kind of find it a little bit hard. I'm not going to question you're saying you're a liar, but if you're here for 80% of it, were you distracted? Have you read Sarah?
Actually, I've been watching this for 5 consecutive hours. If you didn't understand the premise to this, well, I don't know. There's something wrong with you. Were you just not paying attention?
Thread? Listen to the videos. Did you hear the girls tonight?
Oh, chat. Can you see who's on the screen right now? Uh-oh.
If we take them for what they said, then, Harry's a douche. He's not who he said he was. He played these girls.
Dude, the steel chair is about to drop.
It's a crappy world. If every girl has to kind of or
nobody cares.
We have to assume that about
nobody
dudes
cares.
And so I ran into a douchebag.
There's one for fucking 6 months.
For the girls?
Yeah.
What do you need to learn from that? Should we just not trust all men? Should we just not trust
I think
people?
trust should be earned. I don't think you should.
Well, they had talked.
Listen, when the guy leads you on for fucking 6 months straight, then he obviously is looking to date you. That's obviously the takeaway, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, they had talked over a course of like a long period of time. That's why I don't fault the girls. Like, it's not like these girls just were out doing like one
you
night
have to in some way. Like,
Okay, it's fine. Everybody has their opinions.
Actually, guys, there's been an unregulated opinion in the call.
Yeah, I mean, well, they had talked over a course of like a long period of time. That's why I don't fault the girls.
Actually, you guys all have your opinions in the Twitter space. Actually, you shouldn't be saying them on here. Sorry.
Like, it's not like these girls just we're out doing like one
you
night
have
stand.
to in some way. Like,
Okay, it's fine. Everybody has their opinions. Like, I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth on everybody's opinions. Like, we have more hands. We have more people that still need to come up. Like, it's already 2:00 in the morning here for me. I've been doing this since 9:30 last night. So I kind of need to wrap this up. Let's get to the other people, what they have to say. And then if anybody is still willing to be on here, then I'll continue. If not, I'm going to bed.
I'm going to have to take off soon, so I just want to jump in with this real quick. And then we can get to the hands. Somebody who I kind of know on here and respect a little bit when it comes to subject like this kind of sent me a message and used some words that I think were kind of important. And it's kind of like in the medical world, the idea of informed consent.
Oh,
so you're going to accept treatment,
God!
medication.
Dude, come on. Come on, bro. Informed consent now, chat. We need to use informed consent now before we sext people on fucking Snapchat.
Based on, like 100% of...
Guys, informed consent is used so that, like, doctors don't make life-altering fucking decisions or whatever without notifying the patient about what's happening here. Bro, it's a fucking Snapchat sexting session. Give me a break. You guys are psychotic.
Having 100% of the information. Informed consent is very important. It's actually the law. And so if these girls were willing to engage with Harry this way...
in the medical world, they use informed consent. Get the fuck out of here.
Right? That's their business, but they believe that they were doing it under a completely different circumstance and pretense based on...
I'm going to need to fill the form out.
Donald Trump would do. Where are we gonna hear that still? I forgot, dude. When the guy just starts screaming about Donald Trump in his fucking weird retarded accent.
What he led them to believe it, and in some cases,
yeah, she signed a DNR, a do not riz.
But he flat out told them. So I don't think it's fair to kind of victim blame and say, well, they just
guys. I'm done with victim blaming. I think victim blaming is a fucked up thing, and I don't support it. But I do support victim accountability. Okay, that's what we're calling it now. You know when they like rebranded victim to survivor or whatever to just make it sound a little bit better. All right, we're doing victim accountability right now.
Couldn't have done it like that. That's somebody's personal opinion, but I do think it's fair to give them the right and the credit to set the parameters under which they would do that, and those parameters were violated by Harry, by what he told them and what he would make them believe. So just consider that in the rest of the discussion throughout the night.
Yeah, I'll consider that. All right, buddy. I'll consider
irrelevant news.
Oh yes.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I'm.
Do you know that voice, chat? Do you know that fucking voice, chat? Holy shit. Where is it? Hold on. Hold on. I gotta pull this up. We gotta do this the right way, dude. A villain has come back, dude. Holy shit, dude. There we go.
Did I not ask you nice enough? I don't respect you. So...
by Harry, by what he told them and what he would make them believe. So just consider that in the rest of the discussion throughout the night, please.
Irrelevant news.
Yourself Keffel's tweet.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I'm jumping.
This is like the worst. Wait, what is this? That's not right. Hold on.
A little late. I've been listening for a bit, and I kind of just want to get a better sense of what's been discussed since I missed the women who originally spoke about this. So one of the questions I have, I've been hearing people throw around that Harry's a predator.
What's the name
is anybody alleging criminal behavior or something else?
No.
Mr.
Okay.
Nope.
Are there messages that show him refusing to take no for an answer or threatening consequences?
He has actually threatened to send them cease and desist and has threatened to dock some of them.
Yep.
Before or after the nudes were sent?
After.
This was after.
That it's like Death Noodles' name. Irrelevant. Oh!
Thanks, Nick. If he's just asking for nudes and he's being labeled a predator, where do we draw the line between inappropriate behavior and actual predatory conduct?
Oh my word. I'm tired. He did not just ask for nudes. He told them that they were each exclusive. He told them that he had no roster. He manipulated and then he lied to them and told them they were the only one. And then when they found out about each other, he called them all insane, gaslit them and called them all liars, told one of them that she needed to tell the public that the screenshots were all fake, even though they were not fake. Told her, what else did he tell her? Because now I'm tired.
That one of them was that it was done through AI and she doesn't even know how to use AI.
Yeah, it's a lot of
I'm sorry, this is so fucking guys. That's predatory behavior. We've now found, dude. I literally hate these people. They are like evil demonic entities. All right, like this is like absurd levels of bullshittery that we're listening to here.
The space is recorded, by the way. You are welcome to go back and listen to everything they said.
Thanks for your permission. I appreciate it.
Everything that we said.
I mean, but wouldn't you say that the term predator should be reserved for more severe cases?
Dude, immediately. No, this is the correct way to do it. Because Harry Sisson is a fucking cringe liberal fucking Democrat person. And I'm politically mind raped right now. So I just have to go with this.
It's predatory
the term groomer
behavior.
came up as well, by the way. I ratted her out. And then she fucking lies, dude. She lies about who called him a groomer. Groomer came up.
It was done by older millennial, and you will have to ask him why.
No, I'm gonna ask you.
He chose that word.
One of you or your friend said it. Okay.
I'm not gonna I'm not gonna defend what words anybody uses.
Yeah, the word groomer came up in here when the girls were here because they were talking about
Yeah, no, that wasn't when the girls were here. Me and my boys just heard it.
Clarice or what was the
Camille.
dude's name? Camille.
Damn, we love victims so much. We ain't even remember their fucking names, but we love them.
Camille, because this is someone that Harry was working for, who Camille apparently was allegedly grooming a 14-year-old autistic kid that did not live in the U.S. And Harry was
Yeah, but that's not why you called them a groomer earlier, or one of you called them a groomer earlier. It had nothing to do with that. Actually, but you did call him a groomer, Sarah, in your fucking tweet that you deleted because you didn't even watch the video of the person whose thing you fucking promoted to see what they actually said in there. You said, oh, they're accusing Harry of being a fucking groomer without even watching the video to know who the fuck they're talking about.
was confronted about that, and
You like psychotic bitch.
he acted like he was appalled by it, blah blah blah, by this girl. And when she confronted him about it,
And please don't turn off my stream. I'm talking directly to you.
he stated that, oh my gosh, this is terrible, I'm going to report it, and I'm not going to work for this person anymore, and I'm going to report this to the FBI.
Allegedly, I mean plausible deniability. No, it's the simple concept of watching the video to even know who the fuck was being accused. It wasn't even allegedly Harry, because that wasn't even who was fucking being talked about in the video. It's actually fucking insane to make that mistake without even watching the video before you posted it.
He did not do that. He lied and did not do that, and continued to work for Camille. And as soon as he told this girl that he was going to report it to the FBI, she said, okay, well then cool, we're cool again. And then he immediately asked her for nudes.
Damn, all right, I'll report this man to the FBI if you send some fat, juicy ass pics. Oh, that's fucking based.
Okay.
And Defton was like, that's fantastic. Anyway, that's not what I asked, but thank you for that long dialogue.
So I guess my question is, what from everything I've heard so far, what's the main goal of this? Are you guys looking for accountability? You're
Accountability, 100%. Accountability.
You're hoping somebody files some kind of criminal thing. It doesn't seem like it could be criminal because you said no. So I'm just wondering.
No, it's accountability. He is a public figure. He has millions of followers, and he's going to continue doing this to more girls if something is not done and said about it. And they have every right to tell their story. He will continue to do it.
And how does that accountability look like? Like
all the girls asked for was an apology. That's all they asked for.
Yeah, he buckled down, called them insane, would not apologize, said that they were lying.
And what would an apology do exactly in this situation?
It would apparently make them feel better.
I need the social flogging apology where like we don't actually care about it, but we need your reputation to take a hit for it because it makes us feel good. That's it's the I need the apology so it makes your life worse type one.
I can't speak for them. Like that's all they asked for is they asked for an apology.
At least
they
admit
said
you did something
Didn't
wrong.
Sarah literally write the thread for them and kind of push the allegation?
I can't speak for them yet. I wrote the major thread that everyone is referring to when they talk about these girls because their stories weren't heard last year. I can't speak for them though, but I rewrote half the shit they said in my own words.
Allegation. They had already made the allegations.
Yeah, you compartmentalized it, boosted it, and that's why we're here.
Okay.
You literally spoke for them.
And I don't see.
And well, yeah, because you said you didn't speak for them, so like. That's kind of it's kind of not true. So that's the and part there.
Well, you said you can't speak for them, and I said
No. That's for themselves.
I'm not going to.
There's videos.
It's like gets caught in a lie, and
And there's screenshots. There's videos and there's screenshots. They spoke for themselves.
Not going to
okay, but are they here
But again, she's been speaking for them for like an hour and a half. There's no one else in the call
right now because you're still speaking for them.
No, we're trying to take the questions, and you guys won't stop asking the same question.
Y'all keep asking questions that some of the questions we don't know the answer of, and we're going to tell you that. But if they've already answered the
I'm just curious
question,
because one of you just said that the main goal is to get them to apologize, and the main goal of the apology is for them to feel better. So you think an apology would make them feel better?
he needs to hold himself accountable. I don't know how it's going to make him feel.
The girls said earlier that all they wanted was an apology.
Did he not give them one?
They want him to take
Aiden, bro, Aiden's here.
Personal apology.
I have no idea. I didn't ask them.
Gosh, dude, I don't know. They just
Didn't
want
he give
him
Carly
to
a
be
personal
accountable and take responsibility for his actions.
I have to bring it back that he's being called a predator, right? That's not like a light where it's a very
Okay.
loaded term. It implies.
Once
it
again, I'm not
implies-
changing my word, so we can drop it. I'm not changing my word. I 100% stand against
You
it.
deserve
behind it.
generational debt. Your grandkids should feel the results of your actions. I declare it.
I'm trying to understand. I'm not asking you to change.
No, I've already addressed this 5
We've explained
times.
over and over again why it's
I'm
predatory
just-
behavior.
look,
I don't know why this needs to be explained again.
The term predator is a pretty extreme and loaded term. And if, I mean, could an apology possibly, make somebody feel better if they feel like they've been predated on? Is that even the word? I don't know. Like,
I don't know. That's up to them.
No, you cannot ask a question. This is a Twitter space. What the fuck do you think this is? A dialogue? You are not invited to speak on your own, you fucking asshole. You're supposed to say nice things.
May I interject here? Did he not give her an apology when he admitted that he should have made like the expectations more clear at the beginning?
No, he's since doubled down.
He let her on for 6 freaking months, dude. You
Didn't
don't.
she say it was?
Dude, it's like she let her on for 6 freaking months, dude, and you're like, that's kind of stupid, right? 6 months? She didn't realize that, like, the relationship was going nowhere. She spent half a year not dating a guy and didn't even ask, like, hey, can we, like, put some words to what we are here? Like, I'm supposed to fucking feel bad for somebody who was delusionally attached to somebody for 6 fucking months? And it's not like this is, like, a grown adult or whatever, and her life's over and she's been... This is a fucking, like, 19, 20-year-old girl in a shitty relationship that's not even a relationship because she got let alone. This is so fucking stupid.
2 months in?
Yeah, this is some victim accountability right now. Some survivor accountability.
No, one of them, was it Carly? Or I can't remember her name. The first one to come forward.
Like, your friends don't start asking why your boyfriend doesn't come to anything and he only lives on Discord? Like, nobody asks these questions?
Said that she had been talking to him for 9 months, and 6 months in, and her video is on my thread. You can go watch it. It's one of the first ones on there. She talked to him for 9 months, and for the first 6 months, he told her that she was wifey material. And
yeah, who cares? Who cares?
that she was the only one for him. Blah, blah, blah. Went on and on. Then after 6 months...
And maybe at that exact time, he wasn't talking to anybody else. Guess what? Things change. Maybe he was. I'm sorry, there was no informed consent on that part.
Of that, then said, I don't know if I want a commitment. That's crazy. 6 months is crazy.
Yeah, you know what's crazier? Not asking to put a label on it if you really wanted to date this guy.
Crazy, and then tell them you don't want a commitment. That's crazy.
Well, okay, but why would the default assumption be that there's going to be a commitment? Why would that be the default assumption in this
Because
exchange?
he told her that she was the only one for 6 months. Actually, for 9 months, till she finally figured out what was going on.
9 months, dude. A child could have been born while this girl was locked in a delusion.
But for 6 months, he told her that she was wifey material and that she was the only one. What would you assume if you were told that?
Okay, so first of all, that's her word. Did she provide evidence that he said this?
Did she actually did she provide any evidence for that statement?
As far as the wifey material?
Yeah,
She did bring up receipts. And again, it's
Of
in the
that.
thread.
Comment. I didn't see that in the thread. I looked through the whole thread. Of the wifey material part, I don't think that's in the thread at all.
But what is in the thread is yours the only opinion I care about, things like that. So whether you see the
yours is the only opinion I care about. That's not a good one. What's in this thread? I'm starting to think that they're selling these receipts a little harder than they actually are, if that was your example.
you said wife material, not you could extrapolate that he probably did say something like that. Like you don't necessarily.
You could extrapolate it now. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. You could extrapolate that from the weird dick in hand flirting while they're fucking sending pictures of their junk to each other. Yeah, 100%.
You have to see every post he ever sent to it.
Wait, you could extrapolate that, but you could also extrapolate other things. So it would make sense if you think this is going to be something long term to clarify.
What you guys don't understand is that your words on X
Okay,
hold
and
legal
great,
weight.
wonderful.
Legal
I
weight.
am not
100%
deleting.
understand it.
I am not.
Sue her. Harry, sue Sarah. Make her life pain. Sue her.
Deleting what I said.
Please.
I'm keeping it up. I 100%.
It's not too late. to create generational debt.
Stand behind it.
I'm not asking you to. I'm not
Oh
asking
my
you to.
God.
Very
I'm
respectfully.
going to tell you this right now. If you go look at the thread, I shared a summary of what she said in her video. These are
Yeah, but
not my
no
words.
evidence of that.
This is someone else's words. A lot of receipts were shared of the very I don't know what you would call it, of the things that he said to these girls to make them feel like
Nick, she's a parent? Yeah, I said generational debt. I was very specific. I understand that she's a parent. That's why I specified generational debt.
they were the only one. And if you go look at the receipts.
But at some point between the month 1 to month 6, are they supposed to realize, we're not dating yet. This is kind of weird. Maybe I should ask about this. And if he keeps dodging me or pushing it, I'm going to start to assume that maybe I'm not the only one he's talking to.
That's great. Wonderful.
That's actually great. I'm sorry. Did you have a statement there that was relevant? Well, guess what? Unfortunately, it wasn't exactly what we wanted to hear. So brushing you off to the side. Sorry. Bye.
With the fact that he lied and manipulated. Like, why?
Nothing. He's a douchebag. I agree with you. But 6 months.
These are young girls, dude.
They're young girls, dude. They're fucking, what are they?
You need to understand that these are young girls.
Adult women.
I'm just wondering at some
he's
point.
a young guy, too. Young 23-year-old guy.
Right.
So?
Both ways.
I'm just wondering at
Does
some
that make
point.
it okay for him? Sorry.
Why are we going to keep
makes it okay for anybody.
How old was the youngest? How old was the youngest girl?
One of them was
Sarah?
freshly 18.
Oh, no, chat. We've got a fresh one. We've got a freshly 18. That's just... Okay, this is where I say the thing. And you're going to hear it in the background. And just tell me if you can hear it.
Freshly 18.
Still 18. That's
Like, how many months are we talking? Like...
Okay, I'm not going to dox her age. I'm not going to do it. She said she was brand new 18.
No one needs to be doxed.
Let me jump in and say good.
I did say that she's like a shiny new penny. That is what I did say in the background right there. You could hear it if you listen for it. You definitely can hear me say it, and it came up in the captions.
Oh my God! Why do we keep going around the same circles? She said she was brand new 18. I'm sorry you guys don't like that answer. That's the answer she gave. You guys can go back in, clip it, and share it out to the world.
Yeah, she's 18. I'm not gonna dox her age. It's like the most boomer shit I ever heard in my life.
Okay, I'm gonna jump in and say good night. It's 2 a.m. for me. I do have to work tomorrow. So,
night.
Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being here. And
good night, Mad Bull.
And everybody, just keep your shit tighter than this.
Dude, all
man.
these fucking boomers have names like Mad Bull. I give my raging bull a giant gun, and I use 2 milk tokens.
Just be better. That's all. Everybody. All right. Have a good night.
Aaron, we're going to start going through these quicker. You guys are going to stop cutting each other off because we still have 7 people. So if any of you are done asking any questions, please drop down.
Hey, Southern, I don't think you can see my hand's been up for a while.
Pen. I'm trying my best.
We can see.
Okay, thank you.
For the
Aaron.
floor. So thank you. I really just think you can't.
That guy's like, my hand's up, and she's like, I see you, and then he's like, okay, and then he doesn't say anything. That's fucking hilarious.
Can't be said enough, and this is a point I really think just everyone needs to fundamentally understand that Harry is a public figure because primarily he has extolled his moral virtues as someone with superior character, someone with superior politics.
I don't even disagree with this guy. He just sucks the way he says it. That's my problem with him.
With superior morality. So the very fact that that wouldn't be on the table now to discuss his character, his morality, his virtues to me.
Also, they don't want this to be the narrative because this is much more reasonable than he's like a sexual predator giga rapist. So, yeah, they're not going for this. This is like a totally reasonable thing that they could have said, but they've chosen to go like grooming pedophile. Oh, not pedophile, sorry, grooming predator.
Is absolutely crazy. Especially when he's going
around. Yeah, this guy sounds like Reddit, you're right.
Calling people rapists, doxing people. Like being a complete piece of shit. The idea that now, at the very least, his character is not on the table to me, ranging from the less to the more serious things, is absolutely crazy. And I read Sarah's whole thread, and honestly, like it ranges from all the way to protecting a guy who is
now he's protecting him, yeah, okay,
and a pedophile, like from the text.
He's protecting a guy who might have interacted with a minor by, I guess, not doing anything that you're knowledgeable about to stop it. Cool. This is like some really solid journalism.
But it ranges from lying and manipulating young women to protecting
What a
pedophile.
story.
Like after everything this guy has done to extol how he is so superior to everyone else and got to end up getting a following like that. The idea that we now wouldn't be able to say, oh, maybe we should call out this guy's character is crazy. Like, or let's not drag this guy through the sand. What? All this guy's done
Can
is
I
drag people
respond
through
to
the
Aaron?
sand. It's crazy
No,
to me to give
you
this guy
may
a
not.
pass. Crazy.
Can I answer? No. Dude, Aiden was streaming and he was screaming at this point. He was like, can I answer what he said? No, you are not allowed to talk in our Twitter space. Our Twitter space is for not. Do you think you could talk in a Twitter space? No way.
We all agree, Aaron.
He sounds like he sounds like he'd fit right in with the Republican Party.
I don't agree.
All right, I got so annoyed here. I started trying to. I was trying to get kicked, so I started taking like pot shots at like fucking Republican shit for the rest of the stream.
What do you mean?
Okay, I don't care if any of you don't agree. Like,
We're not bringing politics into
We're
this.
not
I made
going
that
back
clear.
We're not bringing politics. People on political rampage.
fourth.
Again, it's not about politics. It's about basic common sense. This guy's
It's about
character is
right
on the
and
table.
wrong.
And anyone who doesn't see that, I think, is just
I did get kicked. I got kicked at the end of this.
morally blind to a certain extent.
We see
Good.
that. We're just saying that the word predator might be too
Okay,
far.
once again, not
And
changing it.
we don't want you
Okay.
to. We're just offering. I'm just.
You
saying
can
we
say
don't
you
want
said
you
it
to.
5
It
times.
changes. No, listen. Just hear
No,
me out.
I'm
for
not going to
one-
hear you out anymore.
15 seconds. 15 seconds. Words on Twitter are.
I like that. He's like, hear me out for 1 second. And she's like, no. And he goes, okay, hear me out for 15 seconds. And then that one got through. It's so fucking stupid.
Okay, once again, I'm not changing my words. I'm going to keep using it. Stop telling me what I need to say and what I don't need to say. If any of you do it again, I'm going to remove you just like I've removed him.
Damn.
Very
They...
measured, not crashing out.
Wait, okay. Dude, how did I not get kicked here? Wait, listen to this. How the fuck am I still in this call?
Once again, I'm not changing.
I'm trying to get kicked.
My words.
She just kicked some guy, and then this happens.
I'm going to keep using it. Stop telling me what I need to say and what I don't need to say. If any of you do it again, I'm going to remove you just like I've removed him.
So you're very measured, not crashing out. You should call him a rapist next. That would really push it a little further.
He's not a
over.
rapist.
How the fuck did I just talk to her like that after that speech? And she's like, I respected him for it.
As I know. Ken?
Guy is a liar and a manipulator and covering up for a pedophile. And Sarah has every right to point these things out in a thread. I mean, what about that is remotely contentious to you?
Oh my goodness.
I'm in shock that I survived that one.
Can I speak now?
Yes.
Thank you, Southern. How are you doing? And
here comes another old ass drunkard.
there, I haven't seen you for a while.
We're very tired at this point.
I understand that. I'm the old guy here. I'm the boomer. So
at least he knows.
But different culture, and I learned all this
Yeah, we used to send Polaroids of our junk to each other in the mail.
stuff. Well, I see what's going on. These girls came in to share their stories and their experiences with Harry. And we all had different experiences of different lengths and times but
yeah, they all had different experiences and different lengths of time, dude. Sometimes he was soft, other times he was hard.
I call Harry, he's a emotional
he's an emotional predator. He's a fucking he's a fucking emotional predator.
He's a player. He played all these girls.
This is so fucking stupid.
I mean, you talk to him, and he manipulated them, and he's playing a whole hand of girls.
People are riveters, like, and they played in the N League. I don't know if you know about this, but they had a league called the N League in baseball in the early 70s.
I don't know if he's doing it for his own jollies or what.
He's getting his jollies.
But what he's doing is wrong. Leading on these girls and let them on. So then he's asking for nudes.
The N stood for nude. It was the nude league.
And nowadays culture, girls give nudes. They share all that stuff nowadays, back and forth. I don't know if he showed anything, his nudes to these girls or not. I didn't hear that. But
I don't know. I don't want to know.
Yeah, but He's wrong. He is a public figure. He is. If everybody's telling me he holds himself to a high standard, so these girls are being manipulated by his character and his words.
Yeah, actually,
What's the name
thinking
of
back
the
to what
guy
one of the
from
girls said.
Keemstar Orbiter?
Dude,
Nicholasdeorio.
psychological alien versus emotional predator.
And there is she shared with me a screenshot in my DMs. Don't know if I'm going to share anything more now yet because some of the girls are now saying that they're going to back off from everything and they don't want a lot shared.
Dude, midway through the stream, half the girls dropped out. That's how bad this fucking... Dude, that is how bad they fucked up this space, is that, like, half the girls dropped out of the discourse while it was live.
Anymore. And they're probably getting backlash from everybody, but one of them
It's your fault. It is you guys have caused these women to get backlash because you're so fucking stupid and narratively driven that you're actually brain dead.
say that he started the conversation by sending her a photo of him in the shower. Gross.
I heard that.
And then said, okay, now you send me one. Like, what?
And then what did she do?
Anyway, just bringing that up.
Yeah, I heard that. He's a player. He's playing these girls. It's like a game to him. I don't know if he, like I said, does he get a jollies by playing them? Is he?
Yes, that's why you get nudes, because you beat off to them. That's what they're for. Yeah, no, 100%. What do you think? You put them in a painting? You draw them like one of the French girls? Like what do you think you do at nudes?
Yes.
Yes, he's getting his jollies on it. 100%.
Will do emotionally attached to a woman and commit, or is he having fun? I mean, he has an issue. I mean,
Why?
It's like 12 women came up forward so far.
What is the issue?
That's a lot over time.
Have we seen proof of all 12?
Well, I mean, they all had different experiences.
But have they verified these experiences?
Good Lord.
Come on, these girls came and talked about it.
Like, I'm just.
What do you want them to do? Swear the Bible to you in front of you?
Yes,
yeah, that's what's going to get us there.
I mean, why are you guys attacking the female?
Dude, I can't believe this. This is like insane.
Here, I listened to some of their stories. They all sound right and good.
I listened to some of the stories and I've decided they're all true. Why are you attacking the females? It's been verified.
So do you believe that Trump raped that woman?
Guys, this is the consistency question. Let's see if he takes the bait or if Sarah stops it.
No, he didn't.
Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind. We lost him.
Why?
No, we're not doing that.
We're not going there.
Said,
You know?
We're not freaking doing that.
No, stop it.
Because it shows an inconsistency?
No, stop.
No, I'll do a space with you later on if you want to talk about Trump.
Ken, stop.
Thank
I already
you.
removed him. I'm not doing.
And then Aiden gets banned, right? Aiden got kicked for that, but I said she was a crash out fucking freak or whatever, and I got to stay in.
Yes.
Thank you.
Sassy, please go ahead.
All right.
Oh,
Thank you for the
Can you
time.
hear me?
Thank
Hello?
you, Ken.
Yes.
Oh god, this woman called in and it set me off. This was my done. I was done with this. They asked this woman to come up, and then she literally comes on and she's like, I just want everyone to know that Harry Sissons reminds me of my rapist. Alright, she says kind of that in like lack of better words. I'm gonna listen to it now. But holy fuck, it's like insane.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, great. I didn't hear all the girls' stories, but I would consider myself a boomer.
Yeah, so would we.
I have a daughter.
Oh, guys, we've got a daughter. Guys, drink. We got a daughter.
Firstly, what I'd like to say, my opinion, after what I've listened to, he is a predator.
Guys, I've listened to this. I'm determined he's a predator.
He is not a rapist.
He's not a rapist, guys. He's a debate rapist.
He is not a groomer, but he is a predator. What I believe is he manipulates women. He has, I guess, given that I'm a boomer.
Given that I'm a boob, you're gonna send a picture to Harry?
Please excuse me. This is the first time I've been on a platform.
Ever. This is the first time I've been on a platform.
I like to listen. I don't share when I post. But what he did was inappropriate. Some of these, like you mentioned, one of the girls was 18. All right, 18. She might not have that much experience.
Yeah, and guess what? Now she knows what it feels like to date a douchebag, and she'll be better for it for the rest of her life. Literally everybody has a bad fucking relationship at some point. It's a learning experience for fucking everybody. Now you know what being led on feels like, so you'll never feel it again.
All right. She might have been flattered by his attention.
This is literally everybody's first few relationships.
You have to look at each case individually. He took advantage of these women.
No, he didn't.
It's wrong what he did.
That's debatable. I'd say wrong is fair.
I hear that you say that some of the women are backing out now, and I can understand that because they're embarrassed. And
yeah, because you have done things to embarrass them.
Humiliated. That's what I'm sorry, gentlemen. Some of
She's not wrong. She's just very, very slow. Just wait for it. Just wait for it.
You, by what you've said and how you've constantly hit on, is it Southern?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not hitting on Southern.
Yeah. Hit on Southern. She has said over and over and over again the same thing, and you keep hitting her back.
Yep.
Because she's a coward and mutes everybody.
Like, if you're going to say something, make sure it's something different that you have to say, and that you're sharing something that is, oh, I'm here to defend men. This is about how these women felt. And if they're backing up, as I said, they're probably embarrassed and humiliated.
But if they're embarrassed and humiliated, that's their own fault. They're the ones who stepped up and said, hey, I was the side bitch for fucking 6 months.
Finally, I got kicked. Holy shit. I had to call them side bitches to get thrown off this fucking panel.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Because they were the one who published it.
Nicholas,
This is my
either
L.
stop or
They publish it. This is my L.
I'm going to drop you too.
Again, you're being very immature. What they did, I really give them credit.
I don't even think I've been
for,
kicked yet.
Because
that
they
was just
stood
a threat.
up and they are warning other women, be careful. That's what they did. Because I'll tell you, when a woman is raped.
Dude, this just sent red. All I saw was red. I was literally just like, holy shit, dude. Holy shit.
I really give them credit for. Because they stood up and they are warning other women, be careful. That's what they did. Because I'll tell you, when a woman is raped, it's exactly this behavior from men that keep them from reporting that they were raped or sexually assaulted. That's what they did. Because I'll tell you, when a woman is raped, it's exactly this behavior from men that keep them from reporting that they were raped or sexually assaulted.
But a woman wasn't raped, and you're laying it on.
I'm not saying that. I'm
said that
giving
as
you
an example.
I really need you to be quiet.
Mr. Oreo.
I said that as an
removed him all the way.
example. Now, can you please,
Yeah,
don't
he's gone. You can go ahead.
Don't talk over.
By the way, my intuition on this is full stop 100 fucking % correct, and it'll be proven now that I've been kicked in like a minute.
For people, don't talk over Southern. She has given
Leave her alone. Leave Southern alone.
These women a platform because they needed it, and you guys, some of you guys might not understand that. Okay, if they chose to send what nude pics or whatever you call it these days, that was their choice. But if he kept them like this one woman that you were talking about, leading her on for 6 months, come on now, like, of course, like, I would be the same way if I was, and I'm older, if some guy was saying, oh, you're wifey material, and I think, like, you're whatever he said. And
respectfully, if you're like a 60-year-old woman in the call and you'd be led on for 6 months because a guy said wifey material in a conversation, you're probably a fucking idiot too.
like, quit asking for more details. How is Southern supposed to know? He's not a rapist. He's not. Now listen to me one more time. He's not a rapist. He's not a groomer. He is a predator.
He is not, by the way.
Manipulates women, and women sometimes can be vulnerable, now listen to this, depending on their life circumstances. Okay? So Harry probably has a lot of experience in how to play women. And I think the other gentleman that's a boomer.
It's crazy because like
thing.
this 22-year-old girl is a child or whatever because she's like been fucking because she's like the victim here, but this 23-year-old guy is like extremely experienced in like fucking Andrew Tate style pickup tactics. I shouldn't say Andrew Tate because these people would probably defend him, but like in general, like he's a 23-year-old pickup artist.
He gets a lot of attention and he likes it. So when a man,
I liked it. I was good at it.
A young man, a 23-year-old man, has power. What do you think he's going to do with it? If he's a mature man, he's going to be respectful of women. If he's an immature man and he uses his power,
it's all about me, yeah.
to manipulate women, he's a predator. All right? And I'm glad these women stood. I'm going to go back and listen to the whole thing, but I thank you for letting me speak. But I'm sorry, guys. Some of you were way out of line to Southern and to the other ladies that are co-hosting this.
Thanks,
she
Sassy.
told, yes.
Oh, I said thank you.
Oh, she's not done yet, bro.
Oh, okay, that's okay.
She's got more to give.
I just think these guys are not getting it, Southern. I think you're putting so much into it. You handled yourself exemplary. You know, it's.
How come she never interrupts all the people glazing her the entire time? Just the people asking questions.
These guys are not getting it. The ones that keep asking, well, did she say what kind of sex they had or whatever? Come on. These women put themselves out there to warn other women. Okay? That's what it's all about. It's not about grooming, rapist. He is a predator, period. So I'm very grateful for all of you listening to me because I am a lot older and I have been through a very traumatic
here it comes
experience in my life, actually more than one. Sometimes what happens with women when they've been abused.
Like, I literally interrupted her because I knew she was going to do this. And then she walked it back, but like the ape brain came back and did it again. Like she got all the way back. Or like it's a boomer trauma dump.
They've been through some kind of trauma.
Nobody asked.
Certain men,
I don't care.
Like for instance, Harry, can pick up on that.
Okay, but that didn't happen here. You're like a psychopath for even saying this.
If they don't get counseling to understand that they may be sending out
Bro, he doesn't need fucking counseling, you stupid.
Those vibes because they have been abused in the past or they have had some kind of trauma.
Oh, maybe you said the girl getting counseling. Okay, then I'm wrong. Sorry.
So there are men like Harry that pick up on the vulnerability of these women. Okay? And
this is like, dude, you're minimizing women so much here. Oh, you've been raped before? Oh, you've been abused before? Okay, well, women who get raped and abused are typically extremely easy. I don't believe that. Why do you seem to believe that? Oh, a woman has been abused in her life? Then she's really easy, and she gives it up on Snapchat with no, understanding of an actual relationship. That just kind of happens. Okay. I guess that's a position that you hold. It's literally minimizing. It's like, I'm sorry, once you have a bad abuse type situation, you just turn into like a fucking whore.
Sorry if I insulted anyone or if I've said anything inappropriate, but I'm talking from my life experience.
So if a woman gets abused once, she has no agency for the rest of their life. Dude, all these people treat women like shit, and then they blame me because I say it in a vitriolic manner. I literally think all of these people are setting women back 100 years.
And I'm a hell of a lot older than most of you. And I'm not saying that I know more than any of you, but I'm just saying give Southern.
I didn't know the quartering was on this call. Like, Jesus Christ. Talk.
And her co-host some respect. You're not the woman. If you have something positive to say, quit. You're asking these, you know, like predators. Asking, well, what happened?
Oh, we're predators. Now we're predators. This woman just called me a predator.
Kind of picture. I mean, come on. This is a serious issue. We're talking about women, and they didn't put themselves out there to be embarrassed and humiliated, but that's what you are doing to them.
Oh, yeah, we are the one humiliating them, not the ones who put out their names and like, hey, by the way, guys, taking my L of the Year award. I look like a total fucking idiot now, so I'm going to make a whole TikTok. They should have did it in interpretive dance. It might have got along a little better.
The way you're speaking.
Bravo, fellow broomer.
Oh, God, what is this? I don't think I made it this far.
I'm not a broomer.
Boomer.
A boomer.
Oh, she just thought she got called a sweeper. Oh, my God.
A boomer.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said broomer.
No, he said bravo, fellow boomer.
Oh, thank you. I just think that, you know, Southern and her co-hosts are giving people time and to talk, and it's the same shit, sorry, over and over again.
So I just had to call in to talk extremely slowly for like fucking 20 fucking minutes and literally ruin everybody. Okay, I'm done with this. This was fun. I had a great time. Did you have a great time? I had a great time. Holy shit. Okay, so other than this, Harry Sissons, I know, guys, he posted a response, all right? And I haven't watched it yet. It's probably terrible. Also, this is Sarah Fields' mugshot. I just wanted to put this on the screen because I think it's funny. This is her mugshot, so might be good for the thumbnail. I don't know. Yeah, I just wanted to show you. This is this fucking asshole. This is her fucking mugshot. So yeah. Yeah. Again, I don't know the nature of this stuff, so I'm not going to get too far into it, but I mean, it's on the internet. You can look it up if you want.
Entire controversy that has exploded in the past week. First and foremost, I want to start by saying I fucked up. I should have told the people I was talking to that.
Boom, that's it. End of story. Can only go down from here. Also, this guy's got like a fucking... Why does this guy have like the Giga Chad meme chin off Snapchat?
There were other people, and of course, I regret that decision, and I've reflected on it a lot, and I'm learning and going to be better in the future. Now, what I will say is that this entire situation has been blown wildly out of proportion by MAGA.
Yep, absolutely was. 100%. He's right.
Republicans to further their political agenda. Like,
he's right. 100%. Should sue them.
We all know that they don't actually care about this.
They don't.
Just hate me. That's why they care.
Unironically, this is cringe. This guy's cringe. He's right, though. He's actually fucking completely right.
I mean, when has MAGA ever cared about women? Also, MAGA has been spreading misinformation about the situation, so I want to set the record straight. I was not in a relationship with anyone. I wasn't exclusive with anyone. I never met anybody in person. I never spoke to anybody on the phone, and it was done among consensual adults. That's it. It was a very casual thing. Additionally, we as Democrats have to get better at recognizing someone who makes a mistake and can learn from that mistake, and someone who does actual harm to a community. We cannot, as a party, just attack and demonize
God, I
people
hate this guy so much. Holy shit. Can this go 2x? Can we speed this shit up? No? Ugh.
Make mistakes. People who are learning from their actions.
Guys, you gave this guy a win. What's wrong with you? This guy sucks.
If we ever want to hold office ever again and actually win an election, our umbrella should be as wide as possible. And we shouldn't be trying to silence people or push people away. Situation. Released my private text messages, private photos of me, intimate details about me that intended to stay private without my knowledge or consent. I didn't consent to any of that. A complete...
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar
yeah, but you kind of deserved it. You led them on, so I think that. So I would say that releasing those pictures, non-sexual pictures specifically, was justified based off the fact that you treated these women like shit. So I think that's fair. I don't have a problem with them releasing them. I mean, the issue with them releasing them is more how pathetic it looked and how ridiculous the TikToks were. But just kind of outing your shit publicly, I don't really care about that.
Violation of my privacy. And I think that regardless of your political beliefs, you can agree that that's wrong. I certainly wouldn't do that to somebody, and I know you...
I still wouldn't. No, I wouldn't either, but I can't sit here and watch this sit and like in good conscience be like, yeah, I can't believe they leaked that stuff. You're like a blameless victim in all this. When in reality, I mean, he treated those women like shit, so they retaliated in a way that didn't leak his fucking penis onto the internet. So I think it's probably fair.
You wouldn't either. One thing I'm particularly proud of my generation for doing is moving past this idea that we should idolize politicians beyond their impact. However, I'd like to look at the other side of the coin. When politics becomes a game of pointing out any small mistake someone
you guys do this all the time, so
makes, we are putting our feelings above what truly matters, how we are all impacted by the actions our leaders take. And I'll conclude with this. I have some bad news for MAGA. I know they thought they could use this situation to try to take me down or silence me, but that was never going to work. I'm still going to be vocal about the things I care about and fight for the things I care about. And if that upsets MAGA, then so be it.
Sue them. Oh, fuck, you gave up. That's depressing.